Howdy, howdy, folks. Good morning. Good morning being the key one. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Welcome on in to a strangely timed live stream over here at Marvel Snap Zone. New season alert, new season time. Hopefully, assuming my client updates. There it goes. Literally has just started to update now, which is fantastic stuff. Welcome in. Hopefully you're doing well. Thank you for coming to hang out with me at, well, hopefully for you a little bit more reasonable time, but just for full clarity about how this this whole shindig went down. Obviously, I normally stream on Monday nights for myself. That was very much the plan up until about an hour before the stream, and then I sat there and I thought, well, everyone's excited for the new cards. Everyone's excited for Silver Surfer. Excited to see what new cards can do, and why should I stream before that? People are obviously going to be waiting and super cautious. And I had this crazy thought. I sat there and I was like, why don't I go to sleep now? And if I go to sleep now, I can get up at 2:30 in the morning and I can come and stream some Marvel Snap gameplay on the Snap Zone channel at 3 AM when the new card releases. So hello, here I am. It is gone 3 AM here in England, and I am here to play some Marvel Snap with our brand new season in the form of the Power Cosmic. If you want to take a lovely look at what this looks like, let's hop on over. That's the wrong screen for that, I guess. Deck lists? Yeah, we can do that. There you go. So the season has kicked in. Look at this. I'll be buying this season pass in just a second. I will take it off the screen because obviously I don't want you guys seeing payment details and all that wonderful jazz. But if you wanted to see what it all looks like now that it's in the client, here you go. It's wonderful Kim Jacinto variant available for you on the pass. Brand new season pass available. Looking forward to getting this one cooking. So I'm going to hop back over here to my face for a moment while I deal with purchasing this season pass so that none of you dox me, because I am far too tired to stop you. Also, Valkyrie is in my shop, and I will absolutely be pinning Valkyrie until I can buy that card, because I'm pretty desperate for it. So thank God I woke up to pin Valkyrie while I'm here in this shop as well. So that's always helpful. But yes, going to get this purchased, ready to go, and then we will start jamming some games with Silver Surfer. So folks, don't say I don't do anything for you. I love you, always. What can I say? I am a big fan of doing stuff for Snap Zone, and hopefully this ends up being worthwhile, and we can have some fun with Silver Surfer immediately after released. Monetizing card backs are coming, you reckon? Interesting. I've just seen some comments, actually, while I was waiting to go live. There we go. About people getting titles in their caches and stuff like that. And I did wonder what that was about, because I obviously only caught a glimpse of it while I was getting myself ready to go. So yeah, I mean, maybe. Not sure. Okie dokie, PayPal is taking a second, but it will indeed be fine in a moment, I'm sure. Oh, I have to agree to Steam's terms. That's disgusting, but sure. I guess we can do that. Howdy, howdy, folks. Nice to see you. Hopefully all is well. Return to my transaction. Oh, okay. You can tell I haven't bought stuff through this Steam account before, so bear with me just a second while we get this one sorted, folks. Authorize. Ding dong. Looks like we're all good. There we go. So let's go over to the deck list screen so you can see that nice and clearly. Season passport. We have ourselves a Silver Surfer. Give your other 3 cost cards +3 power, an effect that is quite strong, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it plays out in general. So, claim this, and what we're going to do is pop it straight in the first deck we intended on trying out. We got a few built up here already. So, unsurprisingly, I'm not going to be playing the Pool 1 or Pool 2 decks we featured in today's video, as, well, I don't really want to, if I'm being completely honest. But I will update the others and get the cards in that I can. So, let's go take a look at the Silver Surfer. We know he is 3 energy. Rank 30 now, but can't claim the rewards. So, Hakuna, you need to play at least 10 games first. Or I think one or two games. But it used to be 10. You do have to play some games before you're able to redeem those rewards. So go do that. So we'll get Surfer into these decks, and then we're going to start on the Serra Surfer deck. I obviously can't play the one with Valkyrie yet, because I don't have it. It's in my shop. I've just given Valve the right to use my blood to ink Half-Life 3. It will be worth it. That's fine. I can live with that. Alrighty, folks. Do I have the deck list for Pool 2? If you want the deck list for Pool 2, it is available in the video we published like 10 or so hours ago on the YouTube channel. We listed some pools and stuff for you over there. So if you want to go grab lists for Pool 1 and Pool 2, you can. They are available in that video over there. But this is where I'm going to start first thing this morning. This is the deck I'm personally most excited for to see whether Silver Surfer has legs. I'm calling this Serra Surfer, if you like. So I think the most powerful card in combination with Silver Surfer, hilariously, is actually a 5-cost card. I think it's Serra, and the reason for that is because it actually is the only card in the game that's going to let you play 3 3-cost cards on the final turn of the game. So we can hopefully play some 3-cost stuff, play some 3-cost stuff, play some 3-cost stuff, and then on the last turn, thanks to Serra, we can go 3-cost Silver Surfer. And that's very much the plan. So we're built around utilising that play pattern and playing some of the powerful 3s you normally expected to see inside of Serra Miracle decks, and a few others to go alongside that. So the big one, of course, alongside Silver Surfer is Brood. Brood is ridiculous alongside Silver Surfer for tons and tons of power on the last turn of the game, because you're going to be able to create 15 power on 3 bodies, because the Surfer will buff them all. So definitely the one I want to pay attention to the most. Other things that we're looking to try out here, of course, 3 drops that you would expect in this deck. Bishop, Killmonger, Maximus, these are all cards that have traditionally seen a fair amount of play in the Serra Miracle decks in the past. We're looking to utilise the Brood Mr. Sinister Forge package that was kind of popular in this deck before Series 4 and Series 5 to go alongside this stuff. Playing Nova, of course, because we have access to Killmonger in this deck. And at the moment, my last card that I'm kind of fitting in the slot in the middle is Mr. Fantastic. I'm not entirely sure what this last 3 drop should be, but it feels like that's a pretty good one on the last turn of the game to kind of sneak in some damage by playing it mid. So this is where we're going to start. Brand new deck, Serra Surfer, in-game. Let's disco. Let's, I will update the deck list in a moment because I am stupid and forgot to take a photo of it before we jumped into our first game. So apologies for the incorrect deck list on this first game. I will update it after this game. Don't let me forget, chat. You'll get me in trouble. Okay. Hand is not particularly special, but we do have Forge into Brood. Forge into Brood is, like, just pretty good anyway. Maximus finally meta? Maybe, question mark. Unclear. Looking forward to finding out. It's really good on turn 6 in this deck. You know what's not really good for this deck? Rocks. Rocks being in my deck is not good for this deck. Down comes Forge. Null is supposedly out with this update? Is that true? That's the first I've heard of that, if that's the case. Opponent will discard their Angela to Blade. Sure. New York is mostly whatever. We're just going to Brood mid here and make a chonk of power. Opponent will Lady Sif, discard a strong guy. Sure. Let's make some bodies. Nice stuff. Okay, these rocks are making me sad. We're just going to Mr. Fantastic here. And I think I'm actually going to hold these rocks in case I draw Bishop. Opponent plays out a rock into Subterranea. Seems totally fair. We find more rocks. Okay, I will probably still look to Maximus on the final turn of the game, if possible. I guess I kind of can't get the bonus on Maximus here and play Mysterio, which is a bit unfortunate. I guess maybe I can move the Mysterio, right? Do I play this now, or do I just hope to draw Surfer? We've got 9 cards in our deck. There's so many cards. I think I'm just playing the Surfer out here, which is a bit crap. But not the Surfer, sorry, the Maximus out here, which is a bit crap, but we'll live with it. And we can move the Mysterio out in a pinch. Opponent with a Nightcrawler, sure. Don't think we particularly care about that. So many rocks, bruh. Alright, let's just... I don't think we're snapping, but let's just do this. And hopefully this is enough. But I moved over the Sif, the Electra, and the Blade. Interesting. They also drew many, many rocks. Understandable. Well, thankfully, we appear to be A-OK. There we go. So, didn't get to do the thing during the first game, but we did get to do Forge into Brood, which is quite nice. Alright, let me go grab a snap of this deck list real fast, so that I don't forget to do that again. We do actually have missions to complete while I'm here. There's a whole 6 that I just didn't get through because I was waiting for the patch. Not the patch, sorry, the update. So, I'm going to be misspeaking a lot, aren't I? I can feel it in my bones already. Okie dokie, let's grab a snap of this so I can update it on the screen. And we'll get back into games for you immediately. There we go. All fine and dandy. Can close this. Cool. Why is there so many subterraneans? Is this location featured and no one told me? Because that's what this feels like right now. Too many subterranea. Xandar. Okay. I think we are still just forging here. But I do kind of want to hold it for post-Sera, to be honest. Yeah, let's... I mean, maybe it's crap if we just keep drawing rocks, but I think I'm going to hold this. Subterranea is probably just still my least favourite location in the game. Raptors. That's not great for me either, honestly. Okay, fantastic. So we can give ourselves a fair amount of stats on the last turn of the game here, but not exactly in the ways we were normally expecting. Would like to actually draw Silver Surfer. We've yet to do that because of all these rocks in my deck. Oh, Mango, that's brutal. I'm so sorry to hear that. Okay, Forge Mr. Sinister it is to set up some stats, but we have failed to draw things that are not rock-shaped. Yeah, I'm like, come on, I want to do the Silver Surfer thing. And the game's like, have you considered playing with rocks, you idiot? The answer was no, but... here I am playing with rocks anyway. Such a shame. So Cosmo does have Brute. I hate these rocks, dude. Like... Alright, I am out of here. We don't win that game. Too many rocks in our deck. Again. Okay. Well, eventually we'll draw Silver Surfer. And there won't be rocks in our deck. Do I know when that will be? Sadly, no. But, hopefully soon. Okay. Silver Surfer sighting. Still at 0, unfortunately. This hand is not terrible, though. It has some early plays. It has Sera. Sera's kind of the big cheese. We draw Angela. I'm pretty happy to run out Angela before I run out Sinister. This is better on the last turn of the game, I think. Just going to take a second to make sure everything is coming through A-OK. Yeah, we're all good. Okay, sweet. Chat, you would tell me if there was problems, wouldn't you? I like to hope you would, but I never know with chat sometimes. Let's run Bishop out over here, I suppose. Is Cerebro a good pick up from the shop? Superhero, honestly, I think Cerebro is a really sweet build around, and if you know you enjoy that type of deck and you think you're going to get a lot of fun out of it, it's a fine pick me up. Is it like an all-star? Is it super powerful? Not really, but like it's fun. I think for the most part I would probably save my tokens, but they're your tokens, so do with what you will. Synth, you got the same thought process as me there, to be honest. What am I running out here? I think I'm holding the juice until the last turn of the game. Just running out Killmonger as a body. Very much hoping to draw the Surfer here. I would actually like to play my new card, please. That is a Mysterio. Okay, well, here is a Sera. I do think I'm going to snap here, because I think our last turn is really good, even if we don't... Never mind, my opponent would like to leave. Okay, 3 games in, Silver Surfer count. Big fat 0. Alright, come on, deck. You can do it. No worries, superhero. Happy to help. Alright, we got some good threes, admittedly. The ninja is a little crappy. I'm starting to wonder if they forgot to put the card in the game. Yeah, Cerebro is a really sweet build-around. It does make for a lot of fun decisions. And it definitely offers you some variety. Like, no other deck plays the same way as the Cerebro decks do. So... Alright, we're just going to run out Mr. Sinister here, I think. The question is which 3 we play if we don't draw anything else. Because, like, Brood, we kind of want to wait until Forge pops up in our hand. But, like, I feel like playing Maximus this early is worse. Definitely going to save the... Okay, so we're going to play the Brood out here, right? Because this just gets buffs into Washington, D.C. Then I can look to Killmonger Nova and just juice up all this stuff. This seems very strong. Especially if we do eventually draw the Surfer. That would be nice. Yeah, Cerebro lets you do all kinds of sweet things. All kinds of different ways to build that deck. Monsieur Fantastique. That's fine.
He really grows on you, doesn't he?
Folks, I ask if you put one favour. If, much like Critanant, whose name I might have butchered there, I apologise if I did. Thank you for the brand new sub, I appreciate you. But if you're joining me on this nice and early stream, and you want to help support me in doing more of this kind of nonsense in the future, please do consider chucking us a subscription. It would be very, very cool to see you in the future for more things Marvel Snap. Silver Surfer, please. We would like to surf. This board's actually pretty good for surfing too, because we get to clear a lot of space out with the Killmonger. Where is it? where is it? Since I actually wasn't aware that was happening. If that's the case, no one had made me aware of that, but I might have just missed it. I've not seen either yet. I can check if they're in the collector, I suppose, but switching from TV to PC. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Alright, well, we get to do the thing we're supposed to do here, but I think what we actually do is go Angela, Bishop, Killmonger. I guess that should have been Bishop, Angela, Killmonger. So far, Silver Surfer doesn't exist. The card's not real. We have failed to draw it, and it's definitely in my deck, because you can see it on the deck image. I do think we're going to be good here. But we have so far failed to draw the man. There was only 2 cards left in my deck. Genuinely impressive. 4 AM for you, what are you doing? Why are you awake? Alright, we got to beat the hella high roll. Do we beat the hella high roll? Oh, that's a shame. They have an Infinite in their hand to discard, and oh, yeah, okay, we don't beat the high roll. Oh no, we do, because those don't count, right? Yeah, those are okay. They got discarded after hella already triggered. We're all good. We're fine. You see a ton of new cards if you sort by not in collection. Interesting. Let's go take a look, because that's the kind of thing people particularly care about. Andrew, that's horrible. Let's go take a look. So if we go unowned. Luke K. So I haven't seen this. So this is Ghost. I know that much. I've seen Maria Hill. This is the next Battle Pass card. Okay, I don't know what these are. Yeah, it looks like there's a few coming that I'm not familiar with. Tons of them, actually, yeah. Looks like you might very well be right. Let's collect submissions. So far, all we're learning is we can play this deck without Silver Surfer. You are 100% correct. Have to watch a stream? Well, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. it was definitely one of the things I was more interested in doing. Is like one of the main. There it is. We drew the surfer. It's real. Yeah, one of the things I was most in. Don't make me shuffle it away. That's so tragic. I was most interested in streaming to a time zone we don't normally stream into. Because I wanted to reach out to some people I don't normally get to see live on these streams. So if that means I gotta get up at 3 in the morning, sometimes here I am, I suppose. It worked best with Wong. Trying to figure that out, Brandon. We have no idea what it works well with yet. Why is Subterranea a location? It's been in like 3 of our games in the last like hour. Not even that, 25 minutes. Stop it. Go get some help. You feel like Zabu's going to be stronger than Surfer? Yeah, I think I agree with that on face value. But, I don't know until I play with it, obviously. We finally drew the Surfer. We're going to be made to shuffle it away, and our deck is full of rocks. Again. It's just tragic. I think this is still worth playing into Subterranea, to be honest. It's not bad in Onslaught Citadel, but I think I'd rather still have it mid. Secret featured location? Apparently, yeah. Good lord. Surfer's insane with Brood? Yeah, I think so. I think Surfer's very, very good with Brood. And then it might even be better with Wong. Like, Wong and Brood together does some silly things. Okay, so do we just buff Sinister here? I think we do. This is the hot location, but we don't know what it is. It could be anything. Yeah, this is fine. We're gonna need to draw. Gonna need to draw Killmonger, which is a bit awkward, but our deck is full of rocks. My location looks like you're early. Yeah, we've seen Subterranea 3 times as often as we've seen Silver Surfer. What an absolutely tragic story. We did draw the Killmonger. Okay, that's pretty good. Pretty happy to fire that off. It's pretty good, Barbarian. I have no idea how good that actually is in terms of winning games, but yes, yeah, I mean that's a lot of power. Opponent will wave. Well, wave kind of shuts down our plan. If I draw the Surfer now, I'm gonna be mad. I am going to be angry. Instead, we draw another rock. Alright, well, I guess in this case, all I'm doing is playing this Maximus. Opponent plays a leader. Okay. Brand new subscriber coming in, Luke. Just Luke. Welcome to Marvel Snap Zone, my friend. I'm glad you are enjoying the show so far. Welcome, welcome.
He really grows on you, doesn't he?
More brand new subscribers. Superhero, welcome on in to Marvel Snap Zone, my friend. Pleasure. Hopefully you're enjoying the show so far this evening. 5 games in.
What just happened?
Silver Surfer count.
Please tell me nobody gets
0. K5 Maneuver, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Welcome to the channel. We will actually get to play our card eventually, chat, I promise. Negative Zone is really not a good location for this deck. What are these locations? Bruh. This is awful. I guess we stack Angela up on the right. Okay. Cloning Vats. I'm okay with that. Cloning Vats is okay.
What just happened?
Another brand new subscriber coming in. Sick boy. Welcome to Marvel Snap Zone, my friend. Pleasure to have you here. I think there's a lot you can do, Barbarian, for sure. I look forward to it. It's just not real. Silver Surfer's just not real. Okay, let's try and have Mr. Fantastic help us win Necrotia, I suppose. Opponent will Galactus. Never mind. All of my stuff. I needed that stuff. Well, Mysterio just got a lot better. Opponent wants to snap. I'm probably getting out of here because I feel like this is probably just like Professor X or whatever, which I'm not sure we're beating. When there's a -2 power Necrosha out here, so I'd like to go away. I would like to not have my go wide Swarm deck play against Galactus. Indeed, lore accurate is important, Slade. We try our best to stay lore accurate around here when possible, and not deliberately punting as a result. Good lord, this card doesn't exist. It's not real. Alright, we lose our Forge. That's actually a really big loss, unfortunately. Like, Forge is quite important for the final turns of this game. Iceman hits the Bishop. That's probably better than it hitting the Sarah, to be honest. Miniaturized Lab. Well, we'll chuck Mr. Sinister in there while we have the chance. But we do not get to Mr. Fantastic into the Miniaturized Lab because it will be sealed off from us. That being said, we're probably still playing it because we want the three cost body in play. For when we draw the Surfer, look, it's here! Okay, there's a chance. So we've got to run Mr. Fantastic out on the left because we cannot play it into Warrior Falls. It will get punched by something. Craven and Iron Fist, sure. Yeah, there's been some nasty location variants out there today. Okay, this is a good draw. So we just go Bishop into Sarah, and hopefully we draw another 3-cost card, and we can do the thing. Also, chat, did you know it was my birthday yesterday? I was hoping the card would release on my birthday. I thought that was going to be really cool. But it released 3 hours afterwards. Made me sad. That's what I get for living in England, I suppose. Okay, I'm snapping, because I think we get to finally do the thing. Sarah into Maximus Brood Surfer. Let's go. Well, thank you guys, I appreciate that. Your boy is now 28 years old. I'm getting on a bit. Getting on a little bit. Alright. Brood. Maximus. Surfer. No! No! Don't retreat! Oh. I just want to play with my card. Why? Why won't anyone let me play with my card? I got you a birthday present. It's 5 rocks shuffled into your deck. Enjoy, Mr. Streamer. I will. Thank you. A baby. I mean, no one calls me that anymore. The facial hair makes me look a lot older than I am. Okay, Surfer's back in our hand. We're okay. We have a chance. Just bluff the Surfer. Always snap. Don't even worry about it. Oh, Elysium is so good for this deck. That's nuts. Alright. I'm going to have to draw the Surfer again, unfortunately. Because, unfortunately, Atalan is about to shuffle it away again. Oh, what? How do I keep getting deprived of my Surfer in the worst ways? Because now I'm going to draw from their deck. I don't... Oh, this sucks so bad. Alright, well, Forge Brood is like a bit too good to not do, I think. Like, the deck still feels great, but also, please, I want to see if it does anything cool. Just bluff Surfer. I didn't even buy it, just pretend. I did. Carlisle, I think they still work. I think Surfer cares about their cost in play, not what they cost to cast you. This animation is about to be broken. Because it doesn't understand how it can draw from Weird World. The deck's just like chilling. Barbarian, I don't believe so. I believe, like Killmonger, it cares about the base cost on the card. It's broke, chat. Chat, you still with me? It's not my internet that's broken, is it? It is actually the game. Blink twice if you're still here. I might just have to restart Snap because we have a floating deck. Well, this is entertaining. Based on the fact I've still got messages coming through in chat, I'm going to assume that the issue is Snap. So let's go over here. I'll restart. I'll kick it up. We'll try it again. It broke the game, literally. Silver Shuffle, nice. No, the widescreen mode is just me editing stuff to make an overlay. Plasma. The early access is not widescreen, I just edited stuff together. Okay. We're back in the game. We missed a turn. Unfortunately. I'm so jealous, sick boy. I actually really want Galactus, but I've got Valkyrie pinned because I really want Valkyrie too. Hey Bora, good night, my friend. How are you? Well, that's really stupid. Well, this entire game was a mess. But that's okay. They reduced the amount of gold we get from the pass just before adding a bunch of new bundles. I actually hadn't noticed, I'll be honest. Very excited to build around Surfer. I'm really excited to try it too when we can actually get to play it. It keeps getting like stuck in our hand or shuffled away. It's miserable. Ooh, season pass. Okay. 100 credits. Very nice. Game wigs out when you Professor X Bast Sinister 2. That's so funny. That's so funny. What books are those on the shelf? The books just behind me there are the Series of Unfortunate Events series. I have signed copies from my childhood, and I hold them quite dear. Okay, we drew the Surfer. Pog. Think I found a bug? Maybe. It would appear that the game gave up. Which is fair, because I'm very close to giving up too. Okay, opponent hit the Brood, which is actually super annoying here. We will run out Mysterio. It's interesting. I think Zabu's also got a lot of potential. It wouldn't surprise me if we have its potential rating about the same. It's arguably more powerful in a vacuum, but it's going to be really hard to tell without playing it a bit, I think. Missing too many key 3 drops? That's unfortunate, Karlov. Hopefully you pick them up sooner rather than later. Okay, so we're just going to... You know what, actually, I think we're just going to Forge. Because if we Forge and then Brood, we fill the raft. Hopefully my opponent doesn't fill the raft before me. Nice, okay. Yeah, initial 4 in the morning thoughts would be about the same. Alright, let's give Brood some juice. I guess if they fill the raft here, we don't. Thankfully they didn't. We actually had to reveal to fill it. We were going second, which was very relevant there. Yeah, Valen, I'm afraid I agree with you for the most part. I think you do kind of need Brood to play with the Surfer. Daredevil Snap. Interesting. Okay, let's just go Angela, Mr. Fantastic, Spectrum, and set ourselves up for a Surfer. Robin, you will be able to claim your rewards after you play 10 games, I think it is. You have to play a small amount before you're allowed to claim them. Happy late birthday, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Is Maximus swappable? Probably, yeah. I think it's one of the better statted 3 drops. That's why I'm interested in trying it out. But I think you could probably swap it. I'm going to play the Silver Surfer here just because we haven't even played it yet. If I lose cubes, I don't care. I just want to play with my card. That animation is so cool. Why did it take us forever to see that? Is Mysterio replaceable? Probably also yes. You do want a number of 2-drops in this deck, right? Because you're going to have a lot of turn 5s where you don't draw Sarah, where you have to play 3-drop plus 2-drop in order to maximize the damage output on board. So you need another good statted 2-drop in that slot, which is why I'm playing Mysterio and like Angela and Mr. Sinister. But you probably can play something else. It's just about stats, I think, for efficiency. Zabu Sarah, I mean, Sarah everything. Sarah's just cracked. Silver Surfer, looking good in that animation. And we're drawing it again. Very nice. We find Sarah. Okay, that's good. Miniaturized Lab, like, isn't great, but... Daily Bugle. Surfer, realized. We stole the Demon! That's so good! Right, Demon gets chucked in the Miniaturized Lab. Keep it safe. It might get Killmongered away, but... I don't think we're really fitting it in on curve this game anyway, to be honest. Well, outside of this current... You know what I mean. This is nice. Have I got a Bast? I do have a Bast, yes. Bast could definitely be a good fit in this deck too, actually. I hadn't even thought of that one. Bast could be really good in here. It's a bit awkward with Maximus specifically. It's like kind of fine with everything else. So maybe you don't play Maximus if you play Bast. That might be worth exploring in a little bit. Probably gonna play this list for a little bit, but Bast definitely worth considering in this list, I think. We get Killmongered. That's fine. Deathwave list with Sabretooth and Venom. Interesting. What would the best deck be for an Infinite? Infinite's normally pretty good in like some Sunspot-based control decks. That tends to be where it finds a home for the most part. Pretty easy Sarah for us here. Surfer Mr. Negative work. I think there's definitely a list out there. We have one built that we featured in the video on the channel earlier today. But I'm missing Valkyrie, which I need for it to be able to play that list. So, credits were a bit better. Me too. Fair enough, dealer. Yeah, I think there's a lot of ways to build this. It's exciting. Sadly, we can't play into Sanctum Sanctorium, but this should still be kind of cracked, right? So we just get to go Killmonger. I can't play the Forge. That's unfortunate. This is still just kind of insane, though, right? Let's disco. Let's surf, chat. Opponent snaps back. Alright. No worries, Kenshiro. Happy to help. Surfer with Cerebro? Not really. It's three cost cards, not 3 power cards. Infinite also pretty good in control, yeah, for sure. We got our Surf on. Is our Surf any good, or are we getting hellered? Opponent with the Surfer. Cosmo Surfer is not a combo. Don't do that, chat. Don't do that. Cosmo Surfer is not a combo, and I will take my 8 cubes. Don't do that. That's not what you want to do. Yeah, Surfer gets the copies on Brood. They're all 3 cost, which is why it's just kind of insane. We get our rewards. Oh. I will spare your puny planet. Cool. Just rank 40 things. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That was not a combo. Alright, Nova into Mojo World is fine. On reveal effects happen twice. That feels like it should probably be pretty good. Let's stick Mr. Sinister's bodies over here in Mojo World. Yeah, I think Brood is too good with the Silver Surfer to not play. I think the 1-2 punch is just so strong on turn 6. +2 across the board. Sure. Opponent snaps. I'm pretty happy to hang in here, I think. Yeah, the card's really sweet so far. Card's definitely very sweet so far. Opponent with their own copy of Brood. That's a huge Brood. That's really... Good lord, that's a large Brood. Alright, we're not winning Mojo World. Okay, this is still good, though. This is Sarah into 3-3-3, hopefully. Opponent's deck looking very, very similar to ours right now. Looking very, very similar to ours. Nakia actually feels worth it. Interesting. I was curious about Nakia, actually. Opponent wants me to snap, which means they 100% have the Surfer as well. So we're just going to go... Angela... I think we've lost Mojo World. So I'm fairly certain we do this. And we see if this is good enough. Opponent also playing Maximus. Very nice. This might actually just be my list. Killmonger pops. So we're losing the tiebreaker on Mojo World by a lot. The Bishop probably has to carry us a bit here in Wakandan Embassy. Yeah, it looks like a card-for-card mirror match here. But I think we get there off the back of Bishop. And we drew our Surfer. Nice. This deck looks fantastic, folks, so far, I'll be honest. This has looked... very strong. 41 power off on the right-hand side there. Wow, wow, wow. See if we can't keep this up. I'm definitely interested in trying out Bast in this list as well. I'm just not sure what I play it over. Feels like your space is like very tight. This hand is insane. Ongoing effects are disabled, sure. So we go... we just run out Forge here, right? Forge into Brood. Oh, not into the bar with no name, we don't. That seems bad. Noticeably, we can move stuff out of the bar in a pinch, courtesy of New York. But we do have plenty of 0 power stuff here too, which might just be a-okay. Folks, if you're hanging out with me on this nice, special, early morning stream, hopefully you're enjoying things so far. If you haven't already, do me a big favour, please. Just like the stream for me. Don't have to do anything else if you don't want to. If you want to subscribe, that'd be great, but you don't have to. Just like the stream if you've got a spare second. Because every single person that likes the stream, it helps us reach more and more people, which means more and more people are going to come in here and hopefully enjoy the show with us as well. So I would really appreciate it if you could do that for me. Okay, I think we're fine running out Bishop into Sarah here. Bast instead of Nova. I think Nova's probably better most of the time. Just because of how prevalent it is with Killmonger on turn 6 of the game. It gives you so much extra burst, like, stats on turn 6 that I think it's probably better. And unfortunately, the problem with Bast in these Sarah shells is that you can't use it as surprise stats on turn 6. Like, your opponent always knows the burst is coming because you have to play it on turn 5, which you can't do alongside Sarah. Nick, interesting stuff. Feel free to share that list in the Discord if you want. I would love to check that out sometime. Alright. Where does this Sarah go? Do we just... Thank you, Dila. I appreciate you. The Surfer buff Green Goblin? It does! It turns it into a rock. If you have a Green Goblin on your side. Not on your opponent's side, though. It will only buff yours, I think. I kind of want to give up Bar with no name here to make sure I have more space. Is that crazy?
What just happened?
Thank you for the brand new sub, Little Plasma. I appreciate you. This might be crazy. But I actually want to make sure I have more space. I do not have a Valkyrie, unfortunately. It's in my shop currently. I will have Valkyrie when I get enough collector's tokens to buy it, but I don't currently have it yet. Okay. So opponent played their Sarah into New York. I think what we do is we go move Broodling, play Maximus, play Angela, play Mysterio, play Surfer. Robin, I wanted to keep space open for another body inside of New York so that Sarah wasn't taking up a space over there, and I couldn't put it in the Isle of Silence because then it wouldn't work. Unsurprisingly, everybody out here on the grind playing Sarah decks early. Deathlock is an interesting one. Deathlock is an interesting 3. I think it's worse than Maximus on average, but maybe it's fine. Angela, Mysterio. I think we get there. Surfer gives us the juice again. This card has been fantastic. Give me the juice. Loving this deck, folks. This one's been very smooth. We had a rough start. We drew a lot of rocks from Subterranea. But once we got past the Subterranea rocks, this has been pretty great. This card feels fantastic in this deck. Why those opponents are so similar to my deck? Well, I posted this list in a video on the YouTube channel earlier on, so it's possible some people just already played my list. Do you not get the rewards from the ranks below yours? Zhao, you do. You have to play 10 games first, though. So go play yourself 10 games on the ladder, you'll get your rank rewards from the previous ranks. They just don't give them to you straight away. You've got to play some games first. Throw the Nova out here. Also, this deck kind of builds itself. I think it's probably the fair way of putting it, if I'm honest. I think, for the most part, what you should be doing here is fairly obvious with this shell. If you want to play Surfer and Sarah, the deck is pretty... There's like maybe 3 or 4 cards that are going to be different, right? So we run out the big old brood with the buff from the lovely, lovely forge. Sanctum Sanctorium is a pretty crap location for us. Opponent gives us some space by killing our Nova early. Sure. Oh. My deck gets spun away. We find our own Killmonger. And not an awful lot else. This is a bit rubbish. Think I'm running out the bishop here. This might be a bit small. Not sure about this. Just pulled Sarah. Very nice. Good one to pull. You have everything except for Mysterio. He is very good with Bishop, I agree. I do think the deck still works okay without it. So my thought process on Mysterio, for the record, if you're looking to build something similar to this, you're going to have games where you don't draw Sarah. And when you have those games, for me, the big key is going to be, you know, what can you do instead? Argo, thank you for the sub. I appreciate you. So you need to have some 2-drops that have good stats to be able to play alongside a 3. So that you still have a good turn 5. So you need a 2-drop with good stats, but it doesn't have to be Mysterio, I think. More brand new subs coming in. Thank you very much, folks. I appreciate you. Ryan as well there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to Marvel Snap Zone. My pleasure to have you here tonight. So I think the plan here is to go... Chris Birch, thank you for the sub. Means a lot. Welcome. I think we Maximus and we see what we draw on turn 6, but it could be kind of hard for us to win Miri Isle here, sadly. Tony Tutrill, welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're enjoying the show here. Thank you, thank you. Zhao, no problem at all. Happy to help, my friend. Welcome to the show. Thank you for enjoying it. Lizard might be okay. Liz might be alright. That seems like it could be a decent shout. It's definitely not as good as Mysterio, but it's probably okay. Hey, Cars. Hopefully you're doing well today, my friend. Welcome, welcome. So I guess we go Killmonger Surfer. But I'm pretty sure this is like Zola anyway. Mojo works well with Brood. Yeah, that's not terrible. I think this is Zola a lot of the time. But I think we beat everything that isn't Zola. So I will give my opponent a cube. If I was wrong. Man. This Silver Surfer card is pretty solid, chat, I'll be honest. I've been very impressed so far. Maybe it's just this deck. Maybe this deck just feels like good all round. Maybe the sleep deprivation is eating at my brain cells. But this has been really fun. This has definitely been very, very fun. Mojo over Cosmo. Mojo and Cosmo over Mr. Fantastic and Mysterio. For sure, Coach. I think Mysterio, I'm pretty certain, is correct over Mojo at the moment. But Mr. Fantastic is easily my slot that I'm like, I have no idea what the 3-drop should be. So I can definitely see you playing something like Cosmo instead. If you want the... I guess Cosmo's better in the mirror, because you can theoretically turn off their surfers.
So...
That'd be fine. Brand new sub coming in. Chow, thank you very much. Welcome to Marvel Snap Zone, my friend. Patriot Surfer's working well for you. Exciting. Loads of juice. That's really unfortunate. Hopefully you're able to pick up something sooner rather than later. Do I care if my opponent has a Mr. Sinister? Probably a little bit. I think I want to play Fantastic mid. So I guess I do this. And then I need space for Brood here, so sure. Surfer Sabertooth Venom. Definitely interesting. Definitely interesting. I want to play Surfer with Wong at some point today as well. I'm definitely curious as to how that one breaks down, how that one works. Sokovia eats my Nova, eats opponent's Blue Marvel. That seems like it was probably a good exchange for me all round. This Brood is a little small, unfortunately, but I am going to run it out. Hey Lemon, pleasure to have you here. Unfortunately, I think missing Brood is a pretty big deal. I think Brood makes these decks good. I do think that's going to be a struggle to replace. Maximus, for the most part, I think you can probably just play any reasonably statted 3-cost card. Something like Cosmo is fine as an anti-meta choice, maybe something like Storm as location denial, and you'll be mostly okay with that. But losing Brood is a pretty big deal, I think. Wish I'd saved the Brood now, unfortunately, but I did not. We will go Killmonger Korg here, I think. Yeah. Do we think Storm could be good here? Maybe. Maybe it ends up being better than your Mr. Fantastic or something like that. Is Patriot or Cerebro playable without Mystique? Robert, I think it's playable. I definitely think it's playable. Do I think it's good? I would hesitate to say yes, I think. Lemon, don't ever thank me for a reply. That's what I'm here for. Like, I'm here to chat with you guys and talk shop and have a good time, so I will always try and answer you if possible, even though it is ungodly early. Okay, do I have space for Mysterio here? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Not sure I'm winning this one. Good chance we run. The Surfer might not be enough stats here because we don't actually have that many 3-cost bodies. It's only the Broods, the Mr. Fantastic, the Killmonger. Opponent's on double Cerebro. Should be pretty hard for us to win this, I think. Good chance we leg it. Mr. Sinister is pretty good. I would like to run. I would like to leave this place. Do I think it's too easy to get to Infinite at collection level 400? You got it, but feel like it was more so because your opponents are pretty bad. I don't think so. I think from what we understand about matchmaking so far, there are like various factors that go into matchmaking. Be that play 4-cost cards. Not today, missions. Not today. There are like various factors that go into matchmaking between MMR, your rank, your collection level, and what series you're in. And I think if you're running well and getting towards Infinite, that those other factors are going to play a factor too, not just like where your collection level is at. So don't underestimate your achievement. Like, congratulations on making it to Infinite. Keep doing it. Keep killing it. Keep making good play decisions, playing sweet games, and congratulations on doing it already. Chat, do me one favor in life, I guess. Like, this isn't like Snap related or anything, I guess. Like, don't underplay your achievements. Like, if you're proud of something, I don't care if Mr. Personality on the internet thinks it was easy. I don't care if I think it was easy. You did something. I hope you're proud of it. Like, Angela is probably fine here in Avengers Compound, I think. Probably where we're playing Sarah on turn 5. Keep killing it. How do I include embarrassment to my family on my account? So, with no context, that statement is hilarious, but I know what you mean. What you're referring to is the titles. So you can get titles assigned to your account once you open them in collector's caches. So they are random drops from caches or rewards on the collection track. So you open them at random, and then you can add them to your profile once you've unlocked them. And they unlock after CL 1000. Pretty easy, Mr. Fantastic, for us here. Infinite Reward as a title? It is, yes. How do you know when to snap versus when to not snap? It's a really tough one, honestly, Superhero. It's really not that easy. It's not as simple as like, well, you should just snap here and not... We actually don't get to play Sarah here because of this Dream Dimension, which sucks. It's very much a understanding what your opponent is trying to do, so that you have an idea of what you're likely to do in return. If you're looking for a guide on how to snap, we have a very basic one on the website, and that's got a lot of our like biggest tips and tricks. So hopefully that's of some help to you. Only missing Sarah. Oof. That's an oof. I'm sorry to hear that. Sarah is quite good. We would like to draw the Surfer here. And we can't play Brood, because we don't want to do that. I guess we just run out the Killmonger. It's like, fine. Today is the 4th day in a row you didn't die. Great. Please don't die. Dying sucks. Do I think Cap is good for Maximus? Maybe. Cap might be okay. Yeah, I would be willing to try Cap, I think. Interesting Surfer Mirror. Polaris is cool. Juggernaut's cool. There's so many sweet things to try out with this. I'm very excited to see how it breaks. I think we're doomed here, though. I think. I should probably run here, but I'm talking to chat, so it's a bit of a tough one. All lost to my Sarah deck, but glad to see they're not all mirrors. Yeah, sure, exactly. What do I think about Mysterio after nerf? I think he's still quite good. We actually somehow won that, which is remarkable. Yeah, I do think Mysterio is still quite good. I don't think the point loss was too big of a deal for him, to be completely honest. Mum's credit card on the Battle Pass. Delightful. For me, it was my credit card on the Battle Pass, but I'm going to reclaim it as expenses, because this is my job. You have quite a lot of experience in Yu-Gi-Oh, so maybe that helps. Maybe. As I say, if we can be of help, let us know. There is a couple articles on the website about snapping. So hopefully maybe that can help you out a little bit. But it's not a tried and true art. There's a lot of nuance to it. Gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, and know when to get the fuck out of there. Hoping to break the record for most days in a row without dying. Me too. 72 and climbing, Nick. You're crushing it. Keep it going, dude. Keep it going. Gonna try and hold this till turn 5 or turn 6 if possible, but we do have a raft. Maybe we just vomit this thing. Okay, I intend on vomiting out Brood next turn, so I'm gonna go Forge into Brood and hopefully fill the raft quicker. Opponent with the Bishop. We draw the Surfer. Very nice. Clickety boom. You just didn't snap and won when you should have. There you go. Lessons to be learned already. We find ourselves with an Arnhem Zola. That actually might be not terrible. Raft cloning bats. Easy money. Sadly, it's a Zola, so not quite. But normally, yes. Looks like opponent's on a similar plan to us here. I'm actually just gonna pop this now. I don't know. I can wait. It's fine. How do you show different parts of the screen in different places? So I built this overlay myself. Dynamo. This isn't something that's in the game, unfortunately. All the cropping, the line work, the stuff like that you did, that was me. I built this to stream with. Okay, so I should have done this before the Mysterio clone came in. I knew there was a reason I told my brain to do that. And unfortunately, I forgot. So I guess what we do is we go... Maximus... Zola Surfer? I think. You just unlock Valkyrie by chance. Very nice. But you don't have Cerebro. Owen, I think there's actually a sweet deck in Den CCG's article from today called Valkyrie Control that uses her as like a lane control tool and is like very, very sweet. And I look forward to playing that one. I would probably start there. Check that one out, maybe. Surfer stats, too good. More than enough juice. Very nice. Definitely some Patriot decks, some negative decks. Yeah, I literally have Valkyrie pinned right now, like, because it's the card I want the most out of Series 5 I don't currently have. So I'm just trying to get enough tokens to go buy it. I really want Valkyrie. What's my opinion on both of them? I don't have enough of an opinion yet, honestly, Johnny. I would need to play more games and see more stuff. And www.marvelsnapzone.com is what you're looking for, and it's the article that literally came out today from Den, called. I'll get the link for you now. I can do that. Will take me 2 seconds to go grab it because I know where I'm looking. This is a fine forge. We can run that out over here. Let me go grab it. Have we lost it? Series 4 and 5 decks making an impact on the meta game. That's the one that we're looking for. There you go. Easy stuff. We gained a lot of energy. So we're going to go Sinister, Mysterio, Nova Killmonger. Sorry for the small brain. You have to worry about small brain. Don't be silly. You have a decent amount of pull 2 cards, but not those. I think Missing Brood is a big deal, Leah. But if you're looking for a list with Surfer from Pool 2, I put a video up on the YouTube channel today that contains a Pool 2 only list for Surfer. So if you want to see that, go check out the YouTube video. I highly recommend it. Is one worth pinning? In my opinion, yes. That card is fantastic, but I am also only a man on the internet. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I actually worked really hard on this overlay, so I do appreciate the kind words. I'm still improving it as I go. Horrible. RT, thank you very much for the brand new subscription, my friend. Welcome to Marvel Snap Zone. Pleasure to have you here today. But you're in the middle of pool 3, I see. Okay, that's a bit different. In that case, I think Missing Brood kind of kills a lot of the options for you, I'm afraid. I think Brood is a really important one for the Surfer decks. No worries, they're happy to help. Good luck. Good luck. Yeah, I'll be making more improvements to my overlay as I go. I'm no graphic designer or whatever, but I try and make everything look good. I'm going to try and build our tracker into this somewhere. Obviously, we have a tracker released now on the Windows side of things, so I'm going to try and get it into the overlay somewhere, but I haven't figured out how yet. Yeah, poker tips is an interesting way of looking at it as well, for sure. Good, reasonable advice. Interesting. I'm not sure I'm winning 2 locations here, unfortunately. But we'll give it a shake. If opponent snaps, I'll run away. But you got everything but Maximus. Is it playable without him? Yes, 100%, almost certainly. I think you can play probably just like Cosmo, Storm, any of the other reasonable 3-drops in that spot and be okay with it. Real Mysterio coming in clutch here, by the way. Mostly lurking, but through a like and a sub. I appreciate you, Willfish. Thank you very much. I'm glad you're enjoying the show. Welcome, welcome. I also snap like I play poker. All in with 7-2 offsuit. We are very different people, and I would not recommend doing that. That will cost you more money than it's worth, I promise. Got Negativity card, debating on getting it, and I'm not sure if you have a legit deck for it. I think Negative's really sweet, and obviously I'm biased. I have the Negative avatar on right now. I think the card is one of the most fun ways to play Marvel Snap, so I would recommend it. But again, I am just a random man on the internet. Not to make me jealous, but I'm going to bed. I'm here by choice. But yes, it is gone 4 AM, and I can feel it in my eyes. Have a good night rest, Luke. I will catch up with you soon, I'm sure. Thank you for hanging out. Yeah, chat, don't say I don't do anything for you. I am awake at an ungodly hour to play with some Silver Surfer. And to be fair, I'm here for me as much as I'm here for you. This has been sweet. This deck's been very cool. Very, very sweet. Mindscape is not sweet. Mindscape can go away. Opponent snaps. I think I have enough of a chance here to stick around, so I'm going to. Just got the game into last week, already near 200. Very nice. Dynamo, unfortunately, so I've been playing since closed beta. My collection level is currently like 3,600, 700, something like that. Not sure, have to check the exact number. I completed my collection at CL 2,900, and it took me about 3.5 months, spending basically no money. I bought the battle passes every month, so I've maybe spent like $40 now. But I spend no other money. It took me about 3.5 months to have a complete collection, so hopefully that information is somewhat useful, maybe. I'm fine to Maximus here, I think. You have this terrible fear that Mr. Negative will eventually get changed because it's pinching card design space. Yeah, you know what? I actually have a similar fear. That's a really annoying Infinite. I have a similar fear, honestly. I have similar concerns. Glad they moved the card back into the Battle Pass. Yeah, for sure. I agree. Is there a pull 2 deck for Negative? Actually, yeah. Kind of. Because obviously Negative is a pull 3 card. We have a list on the YouTube channel for a while ago. That the only pull 3 cards it contains are Negative and Serra. I would probably start there. That's a good video. Go watch that one if you want to check that out. Suggestion on the tracker, maybe drag the Snaps and Advert a bit towards the deck list. Yeah, that's actually kind of where I was looking at placing it. But obviously, it's all about balance. At the moment, obviously, the tracker is web-based, so I need to have another way of having another window open on a monitor that I don't have, that I can crop and replace. It's going to be a bit of a nightmare to get it to work logistically, as well as on screen somewhere, so working on it, bear with me. I would like to get the tracker down somewhere, though. We drew our Surfer. That's actually pretty good. So we're not winning Asgard, though, anyway. I wish this was a real Mysterio, but it is not. I guess what I do is I go clickety, clickety, clickety.
It seems to
No, we don't win this one. We should get out of here. Brand new sub coming in, Nitson. Thank you very much. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're enjoying your time here at Marvel Snap Zone. How to include Wave into your deck? In this deck, or just like how do I put it in a deck? Ryan Chua, welcome. Glad you're enjoying the show today. I don't think Wave is particularly good in this deck in particular. You're not really ramping anything out. Will Fisk, thank you for the sub. I know you mentioned it previously earlier on, but the notification has only just come through. So welcome to Snap Zone. Downloaded the tracker a few hours ago. Well, thank you. Enjoy it. I hope it does you well. If you have any bugs, concerns, questions, anything like that, you can come and join us in the community Discord server, report them in the dedicated channel so we can keep making it better. Every bug report goes a really long way, so please consider doing that. Alternatively, just come and tell me when I'm live, because that works too. Or you can tweet us at Marvel Snap Zone if you prefer that kind of thing. Angela Mid here seems fine. This is indeed the Snap Zone channel. Hi, my name is HowlingMines. I work at Marvel Snap Zone. that's why I'm here. Hopefully you're enjoying the content. Fingers crossed. Space Throne kind of sucks. Didn't want to see that. Mistor, fantastic it is. What can you start using instead of Brood? I think, unfortunately, Brood is probably a must-play. I don't think you can play this version of Surfer without Brood. I think it's very important, sadly. Dynamo for sure, yeah. I mean, I've been here for, as I say, like, I've been playing Snap now for 4-5 months. Not sure exactly. Somewhere in that kind of ballpark. And I haven't gone back. Definitely haven't gone back. I have very much enjoyed playing Snap. Haven't stopped. Obviously want to build a collection because I work on a site dedicated to Marvel Snap now. So it makes sense that I own cards. Opponent has a Wong. That's actually a little annoying. Is Sarah likely to be the biggest thing we can put in the Space Throne? We could draw Maximus. How many cards are in our deck? 4. It's 25% to draw Maximus, otherwise everything else is smaller. I think I'm going with Sarah into Space Throne here. Can you replace Maximus? 100% you totally can. Something like Cosmo, Storm, maybe Captain America. Those would be my first thoughts. For playing bots again, yeah, for sure. Can you use the tracker on PC when playing on mobile? Sadly, not at the moment. Damn it, we drew the Maximus. That's really annoying. This should still be fine, though. So we go... Maximus... Maybe we're not fine. I'm going to go Maximus Killmonger Surfer and see if this is good enough. Not at the moment. We are working on some compatibility in that regard. But at the moment, the PC tracker has to be active on your PC and will only track the games you played while it is active on your PC. Want to rock some Mr. Negative Silver Surfer decks? I have one built that we featured in the article today, but I'm missing Valkyrie, and Valkyrie is currently stuck in my shop. So I'm probably not going to play Negative Surfer until I have Valkyrie, I think. Because I know it's in my shop and I'll have it pretty soon. This deck, it's really good. This deck has been very strong so far. I'm excited. I can see myself playing quite a lot of this one. This one's pretty sweet. More Space Throne. Not exactly what we were looking for, but okay. I really don't want to play this Mysterio right now, so I'm not gonna. We're gonna run out Mr. Sinister. Folks, one more time for me, if you could do me a small favour and help us keep growing over here on YouTube, I would really appreciate it. If you want to support us, please subscribe, that would be great. You don't have to, but if you don't want to miss out on content like this, please make sure you do. But regardless of whether or not you want to subscribe, just press the like button for me. Just go press the thumb. If you're enjoying the show, I would really appreciate it, because every single person that does makes this reach more people. And if this reaches more people, we get to talk more Marvel Snap with more people. And that would be great. So if you wouldn't mind doing me a small favour, just press the thumb. I would really appreciate it. Brand new sub coming in. You General, thank you very much. You General, you one General. I butchered your name several times there. I apologise. Welcome on in. Wish you have Sarah. John, I do think there are decks you can play with Surfer without Sarah, but obviously not this one in particular. What's with all the 2-drops? So the thing about the 2-drops in this deck is that you're not always going to draw Sarah. So when you don't draw Sarah, you need to be able to have a strong turn 5 play, so you can still play a 3 and a 2 to get maximum kind of stats out of your curve. So the 2s that we're playing play the best alongside the things we already want to play. Things like Forge play very, very well with Brood. Mr. Sinister plays very, very well with Forge. So we're looking to do that. And then obviously it's just like raw stats with Angela and Mysterio. So you can still have good stats when you don't have access to Sarah. This Electro was pretty cheeks, honestly. And the opponent snaps, and so we're gone. I would like to leave. That would be terrible. Trying to Goose in yours. Goose is interesting. I'm not sure if Goose is particularly good, but Goose is a cool card. What do I think about Thanos? I think Thanos is definitely more fun than good right now. But that's definitely the kind of thing that could change. It has a lot of cool synergies. Just saw a Wong Mystique Ironheart Surfer play. Yeah, I've got a list like that built. Good chance we play it in a little bit. Hey, Rogue. Is Spider-Man worth buying in the token shop? So, difficult for me to say. Obviously, it's pretty easy for me to tell you just a straight yes or no, but you're going to have a different collection than me, different experience than me, different things you care about than the random guy on the internet here. But for the most part, I think Spider-Man is a very replaceable card. It probably isn't worth your hard-to-acquire tokens if you're desperate for them, and I would probably pass. This start is pretty good here. We get to Forge into Brood and Miriel. Definitely about that noise. What deck uses Surfer and Valkyrie? That is my current Surfer negative list. Plays both Surfer and Valkyrie. Instant 30 likes after the shout out. I appreciate that. Welcome to the show, folks, and thank you for supporting what I'm doing here at Snapzone. If you want me to be here, I'm not going anywhere. Right up until the point where I have to go to sleep. Is there APIs in place to bring the tracker to Android in the future? Tell if you've got questions about the tracker on the technical side of things. The only thing I can recommend doing is hopping into the Discord and coming and chatting in the tracker beta chat channel, as our lead developer spends time in there, bug crushing and talking to folks about the tech side of things, the file side of things. I am not that guy, unfortunately, so in terms of does that exist, how does that work, I can't help you. But if you want answers, I know where you can find them. Come and join us in the Discord. Taskmaster in the shop. Taskmaster's a sweet one. If you already have things like Deadpool, Venom, Red Skull, things like this, then maybe, yes. If you don't have those cards, probably not. But again, I am a random guy on the internet, so take that information as you will. Sixth chance, I feel your pain because I'm pretty desperate for more cards at this point for content reasons. People keep hounding us for tier lists, they want information, which I understand, I get, but like, it's so hard for us to get good data because we're still all trying to get cards and trying to figure stuff out, so I totally understand. Gambit, don't hit the Sarah, 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 that's acceptable. Okay, this should be pretty insane, right? So 1, we need 2, 4, 5, 6. I think that's the best we can do. So 1, 2, 2, click. No, not there. We have bodies going there already. I guess maybe we do it this way. This is probably better. 0 with Red Skull, that's really fun, yeah. 0 Red Skull is a really sweet deck, for sure. Wolfsbane over Maximus, yeah, I mean, maybe. That's probably fine. I think there's a lot of good things you can play in that spot. I think Maximus is just like the biggest stat stick. But yeah, I think like Wolfsbane, Captain America, Storm, Cosmo, these are all cards that seem like they're probably fine in the deck. Rogue, never have to thank me for an answer. Happy to help. Nice! Silver Surfer, dude, this card is sweet. I am all about this noise. Yeah, just happy to help, honestly. If I've got information I can share, I totally will. How you reckon you're going to get those collector's tokens you need? I'm going to hopefully crunch through some credits from the new season pass. And crack open some caches. At the moment, I'll check real quick, because I'm actually not 100% sure, but I have 2,600 out of 6,000. She's pinned here safe. So I'm about halfway there at the moment.
Okay. That one's on.
Brand new sub coming in. Christian, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Welcome, welcome. Daniel, is there decent less for negative lockjaw? Not that I recall at the moment. Unfortunately. Neil, welcome on in. Thank you for the brand new sub, friend. I appreciate you. Can we send deck lists in the chat? Robin, if they are Marvel Snapzone links, they should be fine. Don't panic if it gets removed. You'll be timed out for about 5 seconds. But I think Snapzone links should be a-okay. Other links probably are not. So if you're not sure, just share them in the Discord, or you can try, and it's up to you.
It seems to run on some form of electricity.
Loads of brand new subs coming in. Really appreciate you folks. Welcome to Marvel Snapzone. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. Welcome, welcome. Do I think Silver Surfer will do well in Cerebro 3?
That one's on me.
Maybe. Probably not. I think it probably interferes with your intended power level a bit too much, but I'm not 100% sure. Phoenix, thank you for the subs. So many subs, guys. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Welcome to the channel. Do I wait for the Forge? I don't think so. Just go Brood. Anyone else not able to buy the pass? I bought it on Steam myself, so gotta say no, unfortunately. Death, I'm loving it. The card's been great. Silver Surfer has been a lot of fun. Big recommend. Hopefully it continues to be equally good. These miniaturized labs suck. I'm gonna Doc Ock and hope this doesn't go horribly wrong. Pull your hand into play, please. At what point should you just be spending credits to upgrade commons? Does it matter if you upgrade just one card all the way? So, Nicholas, it's a bit hard to give you, like, EV breakdowns, unfortunately. For the most part, if you want to... Sorry. We just pulled our opponent's Galactus into play, which is really fucking funny. Anyway, so yes, it's hard to give you dedicated EV breakdowns, but for the most part, upgrading commons first tends to be correct because you're able to get better value from them. You get a little bit more in terms of CL. Beyond that, there's not really any tips or tricks or hacks I can really give you, unfortunately. Hey, Jordan. Death is a good one. Death is definitely a good card. When it came to that tier list for the must-buy cards in the token shop, I limited myself to 5 cards from pool 3. And it didn't crack my top 5, but it is a good card. So, it's like a reasonable buy, especially if you've got Wave. Yeah, that Doc Ock pulling Galactus is absolutely hilarious, I'll be honest. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. So Mysterio kind of blows into Bar Sinister, but we will just set ourselves up with Forge here, I think. Tempting to Forge in Bar Sinister, because that's actually, like, genuinely very funny. But we'll see how that one goes. Hey boy, this one's been great. This game's been fantastic, and I've been enjoying myself very much. We can probably Silver Surfer into Bar Sinister, so that's probably good. Assuming we still have it after Attilan, that is. No worries, Nicholas. Happy to help. Do I think Surf is going to be a card worth getting? I have played sub 20 games, unfortunately, so it's going to be kind of hard for me to be, like, 100% sure. Like, obviously it's brand new, and I always try and say before these things, full disclosure, I am a guy on the internet. I don't have the answers, sadly. I don't work for Second Dinner. In terms of the games I've played so far, it's been really good in this deck. It's been very fun in this deck, so it wouldn't surprise me if it was worth getting. But obviously, I'm not you. It's hard to comment on your behalf. Okay, I want a Silver Surfer into Bar Sinister. That seems great. Just woke up with indigestion. Ugh, nasty. I haven't gone to sleep yet. It is 4:30 in the morning. Series not Paul. I've got to start saying series, and you know I do. Well, we don't have space for everything here, but this is still kinda nuts. This has gotta be good, right? Indeed. Pulled the magic too. I'm glad, Nicholas. I'm really glad you're still enjoying it. Olden Duff, great shout. Fantastic point.
That one's on me.
Definitely could have done that. Didn't spot it. Gonna be honest. Did not spot it. Grimdall, brand new sub coming in. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. More new subscribers. As Jose, welcome on into Marvel Snap Zone, my friend. Pleasure. Why is that Arnim Zola? Oh, this is bad. This is bad, right? How the hell does this work? Where do all the Zolas go? What order does stuff get killed in? Okay, this is going to be quite hard to follow. How big is this Black Panther about to get? What? Oh dear. Surfer seems like it has a lot more potential. I think Surfer has a lot of potential, yeah, for sure. I feel very sorry for my opponent because it appears that they didn't get that Panther until very late. I think they were hoping to get more copies of that. And now... Oh, there it goes again. Zola, the Zola, which will Zola... A Zola, which will... Zola, the Psylocke. Well, that was a very long way about doing nothing. Okay. Taking a break from lunch and see this. Good stuff, Bobby. Happy to see you. How is Surfer feeling? So far, fantastic. It's felt pretty great. I'm hoping it stays this way. That would be great. We have been high on this Sarah Surfer deck so far. This was definitely the thing that I was most excited about, and it's felt pretty great. Make this a short immediately. Sorry, chat. Gotta cut the stream. I have a short to go and make. Odin versus the guy she said not to worry about. Yeah, sorry guys, gotta cancel the stream. I have to go make it short. It's important. It has to happen right now. This is mostly fine. I would rather not play this into X-Mansion, I suppose. That was a lot of Zola. That was a lot of Zola. I agree, Bobby. This card seems sweet. I'm really looking forward to playing more Surfer. I guess the most important part was it was worth me staying up for. That's the important part. Take it easy, bud. Okay, Mr. Fantastic is super solid here. GG, Jason. GG. That Zola did send us for a spin. That was definitely a strange one. Appreciate all the love today, folks. I took a bit of a risk in doing the 4 AM, 5 AM stream for me for the card release, and it's been really nice to see all kinds of new faces and returning faces and stuff in here today. So I'm glad you're enjoying yourselves. This Adam Warlock is a bit of a bitch. I think we brewed to try and turn this thing off. And Bast was the featured location. You saw someone play Odin in there, and it went on for just solid minutes. Yeah, there's all kinds of things you can play in Bast that kind of accidentally break the game. It's genuinely quite funny. We drew the Surfer. Very nice. So, Sarah, and I'm gonna snap here, I think. Aaron, no, I appreciate you guys. Thank you. I'm just glad you're enjoying it. Like, I'm having fun, which is important, but like, I just want to make content that helps you guys and you have a good time watching, so if I can do that, here I am. Really wish you got Mysterio, you got Wave. Wave's a good one. Wave's a really good one. Hopefully you get Mysterio sometime soon. Alrighty. Time to place our foot firmly on the gasoline. We go for Killmonger Silver Surfer. Clickety click. Why no Mystique? I really have no idea what on earth I play it over, and also what I'm copying. Like, for the most part, Mystique's only going to copy... Opponent thinks they're good here. Let's see what happens. We'll only really be able to copy Sarah, nothing else. So I think for the most part, we don't really want it. Grimdor, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I'm sad to hear that you're missing a few too many cards. Hopefully you pick up a few more sooner rather than later. Fingers crossed for you. Coach, sorry to hear that. I've definitely picked up more than I was before early this month too. I'm pretty good, right, guy. Thank you for asking. Sarah, negative Surfer, like Bast. Really looking forward to playing that kind of... I've got Valkyrie in my shop. I will be playing some negative after I get the Valkyrie. That's the plan. Crushed it for 8 cubes. Gavin, I'm glad, man. I'm glad the site's doing a good job for your community. For the community. Hopefully we can keep doing that. And again, tips appreciated. You know, advice, feedback, all appreciated. It helps us get better. It helps us do more stuff that you want to see. Surfer is a season pass. Yes, it is an on-reveal card. It is not an ongoing card. Andrew, I do not think you're a bot, for what it's worth. You've been here too much. And I've deleted most of the bots by now. Okay, we're going to go... Well, we're going to stay out of Mirror Isle for a second, because we want to go Forge into Brood. Pretty happy to snap this, actually. I think we're very, very happy with this opening hand. Decks you've been playing through are working well for you. Very nice, Grimdo. Happy to hear. I say I'm very excited to play negative Surfer. I'm going to be playing that on stream as soon as I have Valkyrie, because I think I want to play it in that deck, and she is currently in my shop. It's just going to take me a little while to get her there. So if you're looking for Surfer negative decks, they will be coming from me. But Null looks awesome. Rip 6,000 tokens. Oof, oof. Oof. More things I need to buy. Is there a known issue with the collector's shop? Not to my knowledge. No one has told me of anything. Polaris seems like she could be a good one in this deck, yeah, for sure. Hebrew, you can replace Mysterio pretty happily with any good statted 2-drop. You probably can't replace Brood, though. I think it's very, very important for this deck. Did I see this video with Shuri and Bast? Oh, gee, ooh, that is a lot of stats. I have not seen it, but that sounds pretty incredible. Hey, look, we've got Terrence in the chat, the lovely .gg. Push an update today that should be making it nice and fast and no errors. There you go. So if you've been enjoying the site, thank you very much for doing so. We appreciate you. And if you do see any errors moving forward, you should let us know. We really would like to know. Is Ant-Man good? Ant-Man's a solid card, for sure. Got Bast in a collector's reserve. Very nice. This Brood is very large. Hopefully it gets much bigger. We are going to... What are we going to do here? I think it's just Bishop, Mr. Sinister. And we'd like to draw Silver Surfer, please. That would be great. I haven't seen Noel myself yet. I keep hearing he's in the game now, but I've not seen any confirmation of this yet. We beat the Professor X, that's fine. So we go Maximus Angela. I think this is the best we can do. Why are you seeing a lot of Bast in negative decks? So I actually uploaded a deck highlight for Bast negative onto the YouTube channel 2 days ago. I think she's very, very good in that shell because of how many cards you're unhappy to draw without negative that become very playable if you draw Bast instead. I'm not ending the stream, no. We definitely got some shorts to make. I mean, that Galactus clip was pretty sweet, but no, I'm not going anywhere yet. What do you mean? What do you mean? It's only 20 to 5 in the morning. Why would I be ending the stream? Just check the read more behind the battle pass. I will do that. That sounds like a plan. Thanks, Bobby. Please do. That deck was really sweet. I enjoyed it. Noel gets released on December 13th. Thank you for the information. I appreciate you. Brand new sub coming in. Cody Coldwell, thank you very much. Welcome to Marvel Snap Zone, my friend. Pleasure to have you here tonight.
Thank you for your cooperation.
More brand new subs. Pedro, welcome on in, my friend. Glad you're enjoying the show. How are we doing? Got a Tuma for the collector's reserves. Looking for some decks with them. We've got a deck with a Tuma on the website underneath the Series 4 cards. If you go take a look at the Series 4 early decks, there's some Atuma decks in there. We'll definitely go check that out. December 13th. Yes. Good stuff. Any recommendations for replacing Maximus? I think you can play Cosmo, Storm, Captain America, maybe even Deathlock, maybe Polaris. There's a few options there you could play instead. Nakia is an interesting one. I think Bishop plays very, very well with Mysterio, and that's definitely a synergy I'm interested in abusing if possible. But you could definitely play something like Nakia instead, for sure. Am I going to buy Marvel Midnight Suns? Undecided, honestly. Depends on how much free time I get and how much I actually want to play Marvel games when I'm done streaming Snap. So, good question. Don't know, if I'm honest. Is there a certain deck card I find toxic? Not really, honestly. I think Snap is pretty well balanced right now, in a pretty good place. Bar with no name is an awful location for this deck. Maybe you have to play Storm in a deck like this to deal with locations like Bar with no name. We could really do with drawing Killmonger here, honestly. I think we're going to have to run out this Maximus, but I'm not happy about it. This would have been much nicer last turn. I really don't want to fill my deck with rocks, but I think I kind of have to. I don't think I'm winning otherwise. Gonna have to get lucky and draw our Surfer the hard way. Opponent with the Typhoid Mary. We draw a rock, our opponent snaps, and I would like to get out of dodge. I would like to leave. Thank you very much. Need Storm? I think Storm's definitely a consideration. Like, when I was building this earlier, I built it for a video, because we put up a video earlier on about some Silver Surfer decks, like the top 5 decks we wanted to try. And this one came from me. This was definitely the deck I was interested in. And I built it for that video. I thought about Storm at the time. Like, maybe even like Rhino. You definitely want it to be a 3-cost card because of Surfer, but I think maybe you want some location fixing, location denial. Not sure. You can manipulate the flooded stats too. Yeah, it does seem like Storm's probably a pretty reasonable shout over a card like Mr. Fantastic. Ugh. So Sinister London is pretty typical. Whoa, what is that snap? Okay, I don't think we stick around here, to be honest. A lot of the time, these cards don't play very well with Sanctum Sanctorium Sinister London. I'm going to take the risk here, I think. There's a good chance we should just get out of Dodge, honestly.
Man, what are we, a team? No,
Another brand
we're
new
a chemical
subscriber coming
mixture
in.
that makes
Vin4, I
gas.
appreciate you.
We're-
Welcome to Marble
we're
Snap Zone.
time-bound.
Thanks for the subscription, my friend. Juggernaut Storm? Yeah,
Okay.
definitely could see it. I'm not sure we got space for both
one's
of
on.
those. It's quite a lot of space. Well, this Warrior Falls actually just did me a lot of good, I think. Gives me some space. Storm into Brew could be nasty. It definitely could. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to make a change after this. I think I'm going to go put Storm in the deck for the next game. Storm seems pretty great. Yes, Mysterio does trigger Bishop 3 times. That is a thing that happens. If you wanted to try Bast in this list, I would suggest probably replacing the Nova would be my initial thought. Opponent will Storm. Okay. We can try. I'll tell you what we'll do. We're obviously pretty happy with this version of the deck, right? This deck feels very strong so far. And with that information on our side, I think what I'll probably do is we can probably test out Bast and Storm. So I'm probably going to go replace Mr. Fantastic for Storm, Maximus for Juggernaut, Nova for Bast, and we'll try that. This does look like Cerebro too, yeah. Yeah, Warrior Falls will kill the Disguised Mysterio as well, 100%. Doesn't keep it safe from that. So we've got to do some math here as to whether we beat Mysterio, and the answer, unfortunately, is no, I think. Yeah, we don't beat Cerebro, so I would like to leave. Surface felt great so far, for sure. Okay, so let's try a version with those changes that chat suggested, because this feels really solid. I think this deck is very, very good. But we can try a version with those changes. So, because we want to see what some other cards do in this shell as well, right? So we're going to go no Nova, get rid of Nova, get rid of Maximus, get rid of... What did I just say I was going to cut otherwise? Mr. Fantastic. And we go Bast, and we go Storm and Juggernaut. Storm and Jug. So I need to grab a fresh screenshot to update the bottom corner for you folks on this one. I want to try your Deathwave variant. I tell you what, Nick, I would actually love to, but I don't want to commit to playing too many decks right now because I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to be able to stay awake, if I'm being completely honest with you. So if you would like me to play a deck like that in the future, I'm definitely game to take a look. Drop it in the community Discord server for me. And I might play it on stream on Wednesday. Bobby, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And thank you for hanging out. Let's see how this one feels. So, Bast on 1 seems good. Thor and Jane. Not really sure where the synergy comes in there, to be honest. Maybe I'm missing something? So we can run out Forge.
What just
Interested
happened?
in how this runs? Me too. Brand new
Please tell me nobody
sub,
kissed me.
Carlos. Thank you very much. Welcome to Marvel Snap Zone, my friend. Pleasure to have you here tonight. Killmonger, sure. You think Cosmo's too important? I think there's actually a good chance Cosmo fits in this deck better than Mr. Fantastic anyway. Obviously, the list we were just playing, there's a good chance that Mr. Fantastic should just be Cosmo because it plays so well with Maximus. It's so good against other people playing Silver Surfer. But I am unsure as to what fits where. There's a lot of good 3-drops to try out. Which is very exciting. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate that. Running Bayro minus Mysterio. Any recommendations as to what to play instead? You mostly want stats and things to destroy. More importantly, I think things to destroy. So I'd be looking for a 2-drop you're happy to kill. You obviously are already playing Bucky Barnes. Nothing's coming to mind immediately. I would be looking for a 2-drop card you're happy to kill with Carnage. But I can't think of anything off the top of my head right now. Okay, we would definitely like to draw our Surfer here. The problem is, do we commit to Flooding or do we commit to Gamma Lab? I guess the answer is both, right? We just play the 2. Look to play Sarah next turn. Yeah, Coach, I'm super interested in this one. I think we're going to be working on this Sarah Surfer deck a lot. I think there's a lot of 3-drops to try. Is Bast good? Is Nova good? Like, what's the plan? And that's exciting. The deck being different and sweet. So we're going to run out the... So we actually... Oh, this is going to be very close, unfortunately, because of the Morbius. I guess we go... Sarah? I think we're in trouble here. Mr. Sinister, yeah, it's been pretty good in this deck. Are you questioning why he's there? Are you questioning if we should have played him? Like, what's the thought, the question mark? We draw our Brood, unfortunately a little late to fill up on spaces. I think I'm just committing Apocalypse mid and trying to win 2 locations. That is the plan. Opponent just goes Bishop Juggernaut. That might be enough, unfortunately, because the Juggernaut flips our Apocalypse into the wrong place. We were going to need that to... No, I mean, this is just enough stats mid anyway, right? Yeah, I mean, just... The Juggernaut didn't win mid, so we're fine. We're A-OK. Weird game, that one. Got our stuff flipped over. Where would be best to post it so that you see it? Nick, just... The best thing you can do, honestly, if you want to go post... So... you can pop it into... Where's best? Let's say... If you want to pop it into newly added, like, the decklist only channel, the no chat, with newly added card discussions, just tag me. Just at HowlingMines and make sure that I see it. I would say pop it there. But if you pop it somewhere else by accident, that's fine. Just at HowlingMines. And I will see it. I was going to lose, I think, there, yeah, for sure. I'm a little confused by exactly how that one went down. That one went down. Is there anything I would change about my thoughts on 4 and 5 cards? Honestly, Jordan, I think it's probably still... I actually don't want a Bast here. This is kind of awkward. I think it's still probably a little bit too early. I only own 3 of those cards currently. Which means I just haven't played with a lot of them. So, if I'm being completely honest, probably not yet. But I would have to do... I just have to play more games, I think. Honestly. Will, yes. So I actually originally come from Magic. Magic was where I made my name in content creation. I used to be quite heavily involved in Magic the Gathering content. And my surname is Mines. My full name IRL is Scott Mines, and therefore, when I was looking for a online alias to go by, I was a Magic player, so HowlingMines made sense. Would Thor be a good card for this deck? I don't think so. Bast make Mysterio's clone also? Ooh, maybe it does. Maybe Bast does make Mysterio's clone a 3. I actually didn't even think to try that, I'll be honest. We might have to try that and find out. So this is still pretty good here, right? We just get to go Bast, Killmonger. Other way around, right? Killmonger, Bast. Real good. How convenient, I agree. It was an awfully well-positioned pun. Okay, so we can run out Sarah. We have to run it out into the ruins because otherwise Isle of Silence will shut it off. Opponent has a Sarah 2. I think this should be good though, right? This actually, Juggernaut looks insane here. But I guess we risk pushing stuff into Flooded. I mean, I'm still doing this. I'm not sure, Coach. I guess we'll have... Honestly, we'll have to find out. I've never played it. I'm not sure. Oh, Jonathan, that's really cool. I'm glad you agree. It's one of my favourites too. I used to go around handing out HowlingMines as a business card when I was streaming all the time. Opponent plays a Surfer too. Okay, sure. So we jug. Surfer ourselves. Load up the stuff. There we go. Easy as pie. Look at that. Really good stuff. Used to play a lot of Magic. Have a couple small claims to fame. Yeah, me too. Me too. Actually, English. Fair enough. But it got more serious when you moved to the US. Very nice. Well, fellow Englishman, welcome. Hopefully you're enjoying your time in the US. And I imagine it's been out there for a while now. Read from some article saying the clone will be 3 or so. Okay, well if I get the chance to try it, I will. I've not actually had that interaction come up yet, and that's definitely a curious one. So we want to save Mysterio for after Bishop in an ideal world, so we're just going to run out the Angela here. Not sure, Coach. Not sure. We pushed the Surfer away with Juggernaut. Hey, Shy. How you doing? It's been nearly 20 years. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I hope you're still enjoying it out there. Yeah, Kingpin, Juggernaut, Polaris is an interesting little package, right? Maybe that's another way of playing this deck. Kingpin, Jug, Polaris gives you some move ability alongside the Surfer. Kevin, unfortunately, I think it's one of the only cards you cannot replace. I think Brood is kind of required in all these Surfer decks, unfortunately. I wish it was an easier thing for me to say than that, but I at the moment I don't see a way to play anywhere else. Well, without it, I should say. I guess Domino in the Surfer decks does give you like more consistent early plays. Could be interesting, I suppose. So we just jam Sarah into flooding here and then look to do the thing. Just another card to get pinned. Yeah, I appreciate that, Kevin, for sure. I wish I could just give it to you, my friend, but alas, that's not how that works. Mystique on Surfer. So you can't Mystique Surfer, it's an on reveal, not an ongoing. But Mystique on Patriot's obviously pretty good. There are so many Surfer decks to build. This card is so cool. And like, don't get me wrong, some of that is 5 o'clock in the morning talking. Like, for sure. But I'm still like, so excited to play more of this card. There's so many sweet decks. Yeah, opponent playing Surfer here as well, unsurprisingly. So Killmonger, Forge, Mysterio, Surfer. Is the play, I think. Is Agent Coulson good in this deck at all? I don't think so. Nothing jumps out immediately. Yeah, we've got a couple lists to play with Wong as well that play very, very well with the Surfer. Looking forward to trying those out eventually. I imagine we'll be playing Surfer decks all day Wednesday. So I'll be back for my normal stream slot on Wednesday, and I imagine we'll have plenty of Surfer decks to play. We lose the tiebreaker, right? No! Mysterio! Mysterio, you champion! You have actual power, which means we don't have to lose a tiebreaker. Perfect. Hey, Shark. Are we working on a tracker for mobile? From what I understand at the moment, mobile is an absolute asshole to make work and requires access to files that we can't access, or that Second Dinner don't want us to anyway. If it's possible in the future, maybe, but if you want to talk about the tracker and like what's possible, what isn't, you can come and join us in the Discord, and you can talk to the lead developer. The lead developer will let you know everything that we can and can't do. Hat, thank you for the brand new sub, friend. I appreciate you. Welcome to the channel. Easy Bast on turn 1. Look at that. More subs coming in. Josh Lee, thank you very much. Welcome to Marvel Snap Zone, my friend. I'm glad you're enjoying the show. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, Mysterio fooled me as well. You know what else fooled me? This pile of goddamn rocks that is now in my deck for, like, the 10th time tonight. However, they can make this Angela a little larger before I killmonger them all into the sweet, sweet embrace of death. Well, I'm normally pretty good at remembering where my Mysterio is, but I'll be honest, I am struggling to focus on things like that at this point. Ooh, Bishop's a solid one. Let's stack you up mid as well, I think. Dream Dimension is actually fine because we have Sarah reduced to 4. Sweet. Yeah, there is so many Subterraneans tonight. It's kind of crazy. So many rocks. But to be fair, we've only drawn one of them this time round. Opponent doing some Typhoid Mary, Red Skull, 0 nonsense. This Silver Surfer now costs 1, which is beyond hilarious. Interesting. I think I am happy to do this and then see what my draw is. I think we can still win this. No, Silver Surfer checks the cost printed on the card, not the cost of it in play, from what I understand. Mr. Mines, what do I think of the new December Series 5 cards? So, if I'm going to be completely honest with you folks, I don't know. I now know that Null is in the game, and the Living Tribunal is meant to be in the game December 13th as well. Have I had a chance to look at them properly and really take in what they do? No. No, I have not. And I would need to take a little bit more time to inform myself on that one before I give you an idea. Also, yeah, my opponent's play of 0 into Sarah didn't exactly play out how they were hoping it was gonna. I think Magic would go well in this deck. I don't think you ever have space or want to play it on turn 5, if I'm honest. I would be kind of shocked. Well, this isn't the best, but I will stick around, I think. This Angela was huge, by the way. Is this a bot? Maybe. I'm going to be honest, I have no idea how to tell these days. Well, I know some ways of telling these days, but not. Oh, well, that's a way. That's a way to tell that it's a bot. Because Arnim Zola mid, when you have no target there, for lack of a better phrase, is terrible. So yes, I'm going to go with bot. My educated guess would be bot. Yeah, coach, I think we'd have retreated. a number of turns ago. New Ultron ult, very nice. Very nice. Some sweet Ultrons out there, to be honest. Very jealous. So we're going to hold this for now. We're just going to run out the Angela mid. 90,000 IQ Zola. Now you're thinking with portals, chat. Now you are thinking with portals. What are these locations? Ugh. I guess we take away the big house. Can follow this up with Brood. Game-breaking Arnim Zola. You know, we might have to make the thumbnail for that tomorrow. Just get the YouTube video up and be like, Arnim Zola broken, and it's like it's like a 15-second clip of Arnim Zola mid. That would be terrible. Okay, Brood into Bast. Do we have space for all this? I think we do because of the Killmonger, right? Opponent with their own Brood. Sentinel's actually a pretty good shout in this deck as well. I think actually maybe over the Mysterio spot, because you're able to keep having 2 drops to play on 2 and 5. That might be interesting. So if we go Forge Killmonger, clear out the Bast. We kind of need to draw the Surfer, I think. I will Axel. Unfortunately, I don't think I have the space. I can't make any clones anywhere. The Zola would make for a good short. Maybe. Maybe we can do that. Unfortunately, I think we're running here because we don't beat an opposing Surfer because of Crimson Cosmos, which Crimson Cosmos seems like a pretty awful location for us in general, given that our deck mostly costs 3. So I would like to get out of dodge on that one. Shall we take a second to see what an upgraded Silver Surfer looks like? I guess I could do that real quick, because I would like to spend some credits on it and see what it looks like. So let's do that. Let's add some juice. Brand new sub come in.
All seems horrible.
Not sure why the alert didn't pop there, but thank you for the brand new sub. Appreciate you.
I mean, what are we, a team? No. We're a chemical mixture that makes chaos. We're
Surfer Blue. Very nice. How much juice can we put into this? Collector's Reserve? Anything nice? But not the... This is such a good title for me. I will wear this title. HowlingMines, but not the real one. I will wear that title. That's a great title for my account. Surfer now purple. This looks great. Purple border on the Surfer looks fantastic. So we're only up to purple at the moment. But that looks nice. Let me go change my title, because I am obsessed with that, but not the real one. Let's go. I also think I prefer the variant, to be honest with you, Coach. How would you recommend ranking the fast? Andy, honestly, there's no get rich quick scheme for ranking up fastest, Andy. You actually can't even spend that much money if you wanted to, because you still need boosters to spend your credits that you bought. The best way of ranking up fast is to upgrade all your commons first, and to spend the gold you get for free on refilling missions. But those are really the only 2 tips I can really give you. There is no like get rich quick, full collection rank up fast trick that I'm aware of. Folks, I'll ask you one final time for me if you could do me one favour this evening. If you want to help us keep growing this thing over on Snapzone, I would really appreciate it. Do me a favour and like the video if you haven't already. Even if you don't want to subscribe, which you should, by the way, because Why would you miss out on Snap Zone content? It's great. But even if you don't want to do that, just do me a favor, like the stream, because the algorithm pushes it to more people. And then we get more people in here partying, we get more people in here enjoying a good time, checking out Snap content. So I would really appreciate that, and I would really appreciate you. So take the time to press the thumb for me. Doesn't cost you anything. I would really appreciate that. Thank you. So Forge here into Brood is probably pretty nasty. So I'm going to Juggernaut and hopefully ruin my opponent's day. Buying missions is better than credits because missions give you credits and Season Pass XP instead of just credits. Thank you for the likes, guys. I really appreciate you. Just helps us reach more people. Really means a lot. We find our own Brood, which is pretty great. Let's slam that. Like and sub, no worries, Andy. Happy to help you out, my friend, and thank you for your support. It means a lot. Opponent with the Wong. We find ourselves with a free Zola. What does free Zola do? Free Zola might be kind of insane with extra Silver Surfer, but we don't have space in the raft, unfortunately. But my underwear. I think I'm going to Sarah mid with the intention of Zolaing my Surfer.
That one's on me.
Brand new subs are coming in. Naked Panda, you and me both. Thank you for the brand new sub, my friend. Welcome to Marvel Snap Zone.
Thank you.
What do I think
for your
of refresh missions or save for future stuff? But I would refresh missions, personally. It's a guarantee to be good value. JC Quads, thank you very much. Welcome to Marvel Snap Zone. Pleasure to have you here tonight.
That one's on me.
More subs coming in. Rajiv, thank you. Welcome to Marvel Snap Zone, my friend. I hope you're doing well today. Bishop. Do we beat Zola? This thing is huge, right? It's like 17 doubled. No chance we beat this. No, let's be good and retreat. There is no chance we beat Zola. Even one more surfer could be nice. It definitely could have been, but I don't think we beat Zola on our opponent's Black Panther there, unfortunately. Maybe we should have held our Juggernaut. We didn't know we were against a Wong deck at that point, so... Also, I'll let you guys know as well, just in case you missed it earlier. We actually pushed a really important update over at Marvel Snap Zone earlier on today. We know we've obviously been having some performance issues. You guys have been ramming the website, which is great, by the way. Thank you for the love and support, but there's like so many of you. But we've improved functionality, so hopefully things now move faster. There should be lower load times. Things should be better for you on mobile. So check it out. Go read some articles and stuff when you get a chance. Let us know if you're having any more problems that we can hopefully fix. And we're going to do our best to keep making the website better. So I appreciate all you folks that are doing exactly that. And thank you for having me here. There's like nearly 400 of you in here right now. And 400 people is a lot more than I used to stream to. So maybe the 5 AM nostalgia is getting to me a bit, but I really appreciate you. Thank you. You don't trust the rates they give for the token shop. I mean, Maximus, it's kind of hard. Like, I understand where you're coming from, because I've had him in Baku twice, but I have no reason to not trust the devs. Like, if the devs lie to us and they get caught lying to us, that's way worse for them than just, like, telling the truth. So, I understand the concern. But, I have no reason not to believe our devs, for now at least. Jug mid here seems fine. Big fan from Egypt. I appreciate you, Cap. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're enjoying the work we're doing over here. It means a lot. I didn't want to kill the Electro. That's bad for me. That's actively terrible for me. I would much rather that have still been in play. Alright, well, we didn't mean to Juggernaut into Fist Tower with the Electro, but guess that's a thing that can happen. Professor X means we have lost that lane. That is unfortunate. Okay, Sarah is... Let's see what the follow-up is from our opponent. If they snap, we might have to get out of here, but I think we might be okay if we can keep things ticking. Sarah. Into leader. Okay, some big fatties from our opponent. Little scared of Odin here now. Really would like to have found Surfer and unfortunately kind of failed. I think we just vomit stats and hope that it's good. For the sake of a Q... Okay, if opponent wants to snap, I might get out of here. Hulk! Smash! Yeah, I think I'm out. Brand new sub coming in, Total Chad. Yes, you are. Welcome to Marvel Snap Zone, my friend.
Really
Pleasure to have you here.
doesn't he?
More subscribers. I really appreciate all of you. Gabriel, welcome on in, my friend. Appreciate you. Welcome to Snap Zone. It does, yes. Professor X will protect you from destruction. That is correct. Maybe you're just really lucky. I mean, maybe. Maybe there is a technical issue. Maybe. Separate game, bounce an enemy into bar with no name. Yes, that's how you do it. That is definitely the situation. Wow, this purple border on Silver Surfer looks fantastic. I'm a big fan of this being in purple. Look at that background, by the way. Ignore my hand for a second. Look at the galaxy in the background of this card. That's so nice. The sparkles. Oh, dude, I am all about that. I think we are going to Forge Sinister here. I'm probably going to play it all into the Raft to try and get ourselves a freebie. I imagine the Infinite border looks even better. Obviously, we don't have that one yet. Jose, thank you. I appreciate that, and thank you for checking out the show today. I'm glad you you're enjoying what we're doing. Yeah, Dealer, I think so. I'm pretty sure you need Brood. I think there's maybe like a small handful of Surfer decks that don't need it, but I think nearly all of them are gonna. All right, let us. Juggernaut to get our freebie. We'd love to draw Sarah here. Sarah would be great. Hellcow. Okay, it looks like we're just spinning the wheel against Hela. They lost the Hela! Everything is okay! What? They snapped after losing Hela? Excuse me? Okay, I guess I might snap back. I'm definitely sticking around, but like, I may snap back based on what their play is this turn. I'm not sure what the backup plan is if they lost the Hela. Lady Sif discards an Infinite. We got a Ghost Rider, maybe? I think we beat a Ghost Rider. Sarah's a little late, but I'm fairly sure we beat a Ghost Rider. I'm ready to lose 8 cubes if I'm wrong. Oh, okay, opponent just gets out of here. Sure. Yeah, I guess if the Ghost Rider specifically hits the Hela, then we're in some serious trouble. But they discarded quite a lot of cards there, so that would be quite unlucky, I think. Elysium. Okay. I would like that one to stick around. That one is pretty good. That being said, I'm pretty happy to flood out Titan. Angela Cable. Ooh. Thankfully the Surfer is in our hand, but that Cable could be quite annoying otherwise. Atlantis. Sure. So we will just Killmonger Sinister here. Seems pretty good. What's the card that I have the worst RNG on? Scarlet Witch, probably. Scarlet Witch doesn't like me very much. Opponent will Bast into Carnage. That's kind of scary. I think Angela's still very good after the nerf. I don't think it actually was that big of a deal. I think basically all the cards that got nerfed and lost a point of power are still seeing play. I don't think it was like actually that big of a deal. Which is great, I might add. Like, it shouldn't have been that big of a deal. Run out the Sarah. All of our stuff is now very, very cheap. Well. I cannot play Mysterio this turn or I shut off a Brood. So I have to hold it. What's the reason for Mysterio? So Mysterio plays very well with a number of the 3 drops that we care about playing. Things like Bishop, for example, where it gives us extra stats. But more importantly, when this deck doesn't draw Sarah, you need to be able to play multiple cards on turn 5 to get effective stats. So you need a 3 and a 2. So you're playing some well-statted 2s to make sure that happens, basically. Okay, so this is just going to be Mysterio Surfer, right?
For your cooperation.
Brand new subscriber coming in, Kuro. Thank you very much. Welcome to Marvel Snap Zone, my friend. Happy to have you here. Enchantress on Sarah is fine. More subs. Thank you so much, guys. Been all kinds of love coming in this morning. 30 rares. Thank you very much. Welcome to the channel. Appreciate you.
It seems to run on some form of electricity.
Even more subs. Thank you, Padre. Welcome to the channel. Silver Surfer, folks. Look at that. We go from winning no locations to winning all of them. You love to see it. Yeah, we've got Storm in here instead of Rhino Serapoth, but you could definitely look for either of those kind of effects, I think. Very nice, Nick. Very nice. Brood would make it a lot better, but you're climbing for now. For sure, Tel. I think losing Brood is a really big loss for this archetype, but that's not to say that it is completely unplayable without it. I actually love my new title, by the way. The ability to be HowlingMines, but not the real one, is a pretty good title. I like that one. I actually didn't know that existed. I like it quite a lot. What was my favourite deck last season? We played quite a lot of Bast Negative towards the end of last season. That was really fun. Before Series 4 and 5, though, we played a lot of Hand Size Control, the Dino deck, and that was something I was enjoying quite a lot. So this is just Forge into Brood, and it is pretty good too. He did indeed lose Atlantis because of Enchantress, you're right. I don't think it would have mattered, to be honest, but it's quite funny. No Bast, Mysterio, or Sarah. So rares, you do not need Bast, you do not need Mysterio. Bast, we're trying it out, but I think it's probably just better as Nova. I would probably just play Nova in that slot. Mysterio can be any reasonably statted 2-cost card, maybe something like Lizard, we were thinking about exploring in that spot instead. Maybe Domino, to guarantee you that you have a 2-drop. Unfortunately, Sarah, however, is a card that I do not think you can replace in this deck. Because you really need to be able to play 3-cost cards on turn 6. Very nice, Maximus. Very, very nice. I like that one. So I think, unfortunately, you probably need Sarah for this deck exactly. So we can Bast Killmonger. I would rather kill the Bast to make space. It was kind of funny. It was definitely kind of funny. Yeah, I'm definitely not sold on Bast being good in here right now. I think there's a good chance it should just still be Nova. We would be much, much happier if it was Nova in most of these games so far. Storm Juggernaut have looked pretty good, though, admittedly. Need to draw the Surfer. Really would like to draw the Surfer. Cosmo, okay, sure. Thankfully we managed to circumvent that one. No Surfer, so this just becomes... Angela... Bishop, Storm, Sinister? That's not right. We definitely Storm here, right? Think this is the play? Challenges all 3 lanes. Seems good. With Bast, you wonder if you'd rather put more 3-cost cards in that benefit. Like, yeah, Nucky is one that I'm definitely interested in for this deck. We lose the tiebreaker. Yeah, Spectrum makes us lose the tiebreaker. That's unfortunate. Hey, Jesse James, I think you mean early morning stream, but same thing, right? Same thing. No worries, Rez. Take care of yourself, dude. But yeah, I'm interested in Nakia. Nakia and Ironheart are definitely good ones. Maximus, I'm not up early. In case you missed the social media stuff, I am from the UK. Normally I would stream in the evening, but I thought streaming without Silver Surfer today was probably pretty boring. So I went to sleep, and then I got up at 3 AM. And I've been here since 3 AM playing some Silver Surfer decks, and admittedly I'm running out of steam now, so I don't think I'll be too much longer, but I wanted to come and stream with the card as soon as it released to make some content for you guys, so that is why I'm here. But I'm feeling it in my eyes, I'll be honest. I'm struggling a bit now. Yeah, Cosmo over Mr. Fantastic makes a lot of sense, I think. But I'm not sure if we play it over Storm Juggernaut. Kind of want to try that package a little more before we give up on it. This is really good. Let us forge into Brood. Make some bodies. Ah, opponent just wants out. Fair enough. But yes, to answer your question, I am from the UK. It is currently 5:23 in the morning. No worries, Maximus. Happy to help. I'm glad you're enjoying it. That makes it a lot easier to stomach. Okay, we get to do the Bast Mysterio thing, but I probably need to storm out Bar Sinister before we play it. Because I don't really want to make piles of Mysterios. Like using Black Panther more? Makes sense. I'm not sure about Surfer and Mysterio. Seems kind of dodgy. So, we're going to storm before we play this. Death just said your butt. Death is a sweet card. Death's a very sweet card. Yeah, I would like to be able to stream in this time slot more often, because there's so many of you that I don't normally get to talk with and make content with that are online right now. But it's just not feasible to do it regularly. I might try and do this every single season pass release, though. Maybe we can make this a regular thing. Whenever a new card comes out, I can do the 3 AM stream. We'll see how much my body hates me after this and figure it out from there. That's such a... This Typhoid Mary reducing Bast to 0 is so unfortunate. Okay, we'll go Bishop. Need Dracula and Death still from the store, possibly Sarah. Those are some good pull 3 cards for sure. Could definitely see wanting to have all of those. Opponent with the Mr. Sinister, sure. We draw Brood. That's pretty good into Death's Domain. Which we can do after Sarah. I think Sarah goes into X Mansion here, actually. Okay, we can hopefully find out the answer to whether or not Mysterio's clones get the buff from Bast, because that would be a really big deal. So Bast gone, Sarah lands. We would love to draw Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer would be pretty fantastic. That is not Silver Surfer. So, Brood, Angela, Mysterio, Sinister. And we'll get answer to our question anyway. Oh, Maximus, that is so rough. Quinjet is kind of important for that deck, I think. Brood -1 doesn't really matter here because we only care about the Broodlings anyway. But yes, it does normally kind of suck. Yeah, mostly we just care about the body inside Death's Domain. In this case. Unfortunately, I think we might be a little too small here. No, we're okay. We're alright. Sinister does it. Assuming the Mysterio clone keeps the buff. That's the important part. Does that work? That's my question. It does. There you go. So now we know. You can. We do lose, unfortunately, because we lose by 5 here, only win by 2 in the middle. But the buff from Bast does stay on the illusion, which is really good. That is very, very strong, and that is good information to have. That was not a synergy I was aware of. So the more you know. Ongoing Onslaught Citadel, sure. This is mostly fine. So we're just going to run out Angela. I think we're fine. It seems a little weird to be putting her into Shadowlands here, but I don't want to fill up Onslaught Citadel with her. To be fair, if she dies, she dies. I think we're just going to play her out on the right. I would definitely rather not have her in a location where I can't get to her, which is kind of why I lean towards Shadowland. But it's tough for the deck if you don't draw Surfer. You definitely have less powerful... That's a punish. That is 100% a punish. You definitely have less powerful turns. Yeah, for sure. 100%.
What are we, a team? No. We're
Ad Absorbing Man, I don't have it, so unfortunately I cannot. I can't even try that, sadly. David Burke, thank you very much for the sub, my friend. Welcome so much to the channel. Appreciate you. Moonbounce, welcome. Appreciate you too. Welcome on in to Marvel Snapstone. Julian, I'm sorry that the bot timed you out there, but thank you for the compliment. I appreciate that. I'm also a fan of the thumbnail. It fit me waking up at 3 AM. So that was the plan. So thankfully we have our Surfer here. Killmonger doing some heavy lifting too. Sarah, and we're just going to get to do the thing on turn 6 again. Pretty sure we're just snapping here. We are in pretty good shape, I think, to just surf all over this nonsense. Nightbot's quite touchy. It is, and so it's a tough one. I probably wouldn't run Nightbot if I didn't need to get rid of all the bots and all the sex website spam and stuff like that, but we kind of need to. Is it possible to swap Bast? I think so. We're testing Bast right now, and it's been pretty medium. I think for the most part, I would prioritize. I would probably play Nova instead. I think Nova is probably where I would play. The girlfriends are together. You are 100% correct, Marina. They are absolutely together, as they should be. How about Absorbing Man to copy the Brood? Yeah, if I had Absorbing Man, I would definitely try it out. Unfortunately, I do not. And so I can't really comment on how good or bad that might be at this time, because the sad truth is I just don't know. Not you. We go here. This might not be enough, to be honest, but we'll see. Zola missed, so we're all good. Bast does counter Scorpion. It's pretty sweet in that case. Yeah, Brood is the card I think this deck requires. I don't really think you can play it without, honestly. There's so many cool 3-drops you can play in it. We played the list earlier on that had different 3-drops. This one obviously has Storm Juggernaut. I think there's so many different things you can try out and see how they play in this Silver Surfer deck. But the Surfer's been ace. The Surfer has been fantastic. We have been playing this deck for about 2.5 hours, and we're up about 70 cubes. It's pretty sweet. Are we basting here? I think we might hold it here. Not really buffing enough stuff in our hand to run it out. District X is actively terrible for us. District X, not a thing that we're looking to see, to be honest. Trom, that's not how that's supposed to work, I don't think. But congrats on pulling the card you had pinned, I suppose. Oh, we're definitely not basting now, are we? Let's just clean up these squirrels, huh? Ultron. Is Sandman actually good for us here? I think it actually might be, right? Because we have Abomination into Ultron. Unironically might be good. Sarah Surfer Miracle, yeah, I think so. I think this deck is pretty good. I look forward to playing more of this one in the future. This deck seems pretty great. Or some version of it. You know, Nova, maybe Mr. Fantastic, maybe Polaris, maybe Kingpin, maybe all these other cards we can try out. But, yeah, I'm pretty excited, I think, about this one. I think the archetype is very strong. Put with the Mr. Fantastic, we land our Abomination. I think we're in pretty good shape here. So, I will snap and I will run out Ultron. Sandman should have this one for us outside of something weird like Doctor Doom, but with it being a District X game, I'm not entirely sure what my opponent can have, can't have, might have, doesn't have. But I think we're pretty good. Opponent agrees. They would like to get out of dodge. I think I'm going to make a slight tweak to this deck based on what we've learnt so far. Because I think this is probably just wrong. I don't think we want Bast. I think we want Nova. We want to switch these off. So I think we definitely want Nova. In terms of the 3-drops, I'm still happy to try this selection. So I'm just going to replace the Nova back for Bast here and still keep trying out Storm Juggernaut. And you became Sandman Kazoo. I certainly did. I certainly did. And I will update the deck photo for us now, and we'll have our Nova back and see how that feels. I'm glad to hear that, Coach, honestly. It's really, really like fulfilling to hear there being places where this card looks like it could shine. Having my hand full of crap with the Triskelion is not what I was looking for, though. Who am I looking for in the collector's shop? I have Valkyrie pinned right now, and I'm currently saving up towards Valkyrie. I'm very excited for that one. This is not the best, but we'll Black Widow our opponent. Hand is just too full of crap here. Green Goblin up to 11 power. That is... that is certainly something. Oh. Yeah, we have a negative list with Bast and Adam Warlock that we played on stream the other day, and that was really fun. That was genuinely quite solid. I would like to storm this out, I think.
Wind, aid my hand.
Opponent with the Sabertooth and the Widow's Bite. Sure, sure, sure. I've got She-Hulk. She-Hulk's actually fantastic. I really enjoy playing that card too. Juggernaut is a fantastic draw. Do we risk the Blade? The Blade seems a little risky. I don't think we risk the Blade. Nightbot indeed doing its job. Mostly why it is there. Oh, good lord. I am starting to struggle, folks, I'll be honest. This was always a bit ambitious, but... God.
That one's on me.
Brand new sub coming in. Bon? I'm going to say Bon. I might be mispronouncing that. I apologise if I've ruined it. Welcome to Marvel Snap Zone. I'm glad you're enjoying the early morning show. Thank you for hanging out. JK Flux. Thank you very much. Appreciate you as well. Welcome to Snap Zone. Opponent with the snap of their own. Okay. I would like to run out Brood and Mr. Sinister. Think I'm sticking around. Don't think I'm going anywhere just yet. Yeah, Marina, I could have played it, but I risk losing Silver Surfer if I do. I don't think I want to take the risk to lose the Surfer, which is why I don't take that risk. Also, there's a good chance I Killmonger on 6 and kill it anyway. So, opponent with the Super Scroll. That does not do a lot right now. Yeah, that's not great. I guess I couldn't Sinister there, though. That was my bad. Because I wanted to Surfer. And now I can't Killmonger because I don't have space. So I'm going to have to hope this Surfer is good enough. But I could have left myself a space there to play the Killmonger, which is what I should have done. Definitely should have left myself with a place to play the Killmonger. My bad. Surfer buff up to 36. And that's going to be good enough. Very nice. Definitely made a small mistake there, but thankfully not punished for doing so. Surfer continues to be very, very strong. I'm definitely curious about whether or not we play stuff like Storm, Juggernaut, or whether we play like Polaris and like Kingpin, or Polaris and like Captain America maybe, Maximus. There's so many options, which is great. You probably did really well with sub-streaming this time more when you have these. Yeah, Dealer, 100%. I couldn't agree more. I think this is a really like solid time zone to like be streaming in. The problem is it's obviously just so insane to be awake at this time for me, unfortunately. So I don't think I could do it regularly. My body probably won't forgive me. But maybe if I'm lucky I can do more of them. We'll see how I deal with the first one. I really appreciate the kind words though. We're obviously doing our best to get more subs, and if you guys want to subscribe, I would really appreciate that. In fact, if you really want to support what we're doing over here at Snapzone, you can become a member. You get some bonus emotes, some special badges and stuff to support the YouTube channel, which would also be super appreciated. Fortunist has been pretty good for us actually. Pretty reasonable alongside Brood, and as a 2-drop for flexibility in the late game. Cosmo could be good with Surfer? Yeah, I think so. It's going to be quite interesting to see whether or not Cosmo is good enough in the mirror matches. And it definitely could be. Definitely could be. No surfer here yet, unfortunately. So I think we are probably going Angela Mysterio. But no, we appreciate the love. It means a lot. Obviously, we're trying our best to put out good content for you guys too. And I'm glad that you think we are. Alas, I'm stuck in the UK, which makes being awake at American times a little hard sometimes. But I do try. I do try. That dagger's pretty good. That dagger is pretty good. Juggernaut snaps. Sorry, not Juggernaut snaps. Opponent snaps. Juggernaut can't snap. That's not how that works. I thought we were in pretty good shape here, but maybe not. I think I'm sticking around for a cube at the moment, but just cop the pass. Love the card so much. Honestly, I wasn't a massive fan of Silver Surfer when it got spoiled, but I've had a blast playing it today. It's been really fun. So I'm looking forward to playing more Silver Surfer in the near future. Big fan. No Surfer, unfortunately. Deck full of Vibranium.
Man, what are we, a team? No.
Brand new
We're a
subscriber
chemical
coming in.
mixture
Ted,
that
thank
makes
you very
chaos.
much. Appreciate you.
We're-
Welcome to Marvel
we're a
Snap
time
Zone.
bomb.
Much appreciated.
What just happened?
Even more
Please tell
subs
me
coming
nobody
in.
kissed me.
Thank you, folks. Appreciate you. Vanilla J, welcome. Cosmos won you a lot of game against Wong. Yeah, I agree. I do think Cosmo could definitely be a pretty good inclusion. I think Maximus is almost certainly correct. Like, Maximus seems like it's probably really good. Not enough here. I assumed this was going to be the Heimdall, and it wasn't, which is kind of interesting. Very nice, Silverwave. Wolfsbane is an interesting one for sure. There's so many sweet 3-drops you can play in this deck. I do wonder what the correct configuration ends up being. I definitely feel like Maximus is probably one of my favorites so far. Just because of how big it is. It provides you with so many stats. But Storms felt pretty reasonable too. I'm going to hold the Nova here, I think, for the moment. Oh, that's such a shame to be missing those cards. Hopefully you pick them up soon, dealer. Okie dokie. That's pretty good. Let's forge Brood into Mojo World. I would like to try Absorbing Man, to be fair. Absorbing Man does seem like it would be pretty sweet. Yeah, Wong as well. All kinds of sweet combos with Wong. Mucho Broods. Yeah, Maximus is also super space efficient. Like, we had it in our first version that we played tonight, and it was very good. We hit a Bast from our X-Mansion, which is quite funny. So, Bishop, Nova. We'd like to draw the Surfer. What's the best Magneto deck with pull 2 and bio cards? Hey Cosmonaut, we got a list over on the Marvel Snap Zone website of every single card in Series 3 if you only have that card. So it gives you a deck list to play that is all pull 2 and below, plus that one Series 3 card. So I would check that out and go see what Magneto looks like. Are we beating an Infinite? Probably not. I think the answer is no, we're not being an Infinite Snap there. Hey, Do You Nasty. I am not going to be taking submissions for decks to play on stream right now. It's definitely something that we're looking to do in the future, but unfortunately for me right now, it is 5:45 in the morning, and I'm almost certainly not going to be around long enough to play any submitted decks today, and we are definitely working on Silver Surfer stuff at the moment, but maybe in the future. I'm going to make one final small adjustment. I think this is probably me going to be like, this is the list I would start on. I think I'm removing Juggernaut, and we're playing Maximus. I think. So, I am going to go on the record and say that this current list, this is what I would start with if you wanted to play Zero Surfer. This has been the list I've been happiest with so far, and it feels pretty great. There's a good chance I write an article or do a video on this in the next couple days. Some more gameplay, that kind of stuff. Because this has felt pretty sweet. And I think this deck could be quite good. So I'm hopeful that's the case. Yeah, I think Maximus is too good not to play. I think Storm is probably a card I would want to play more before I take it out, write it off. You don't have Brood, so we wave on 5 She-Hulk Surfer on, so interesting. Not sure about that one, but interesting. Back to game screen. You don't have Brood and assume you can't play it without it. I do think playing this deck without Brood is going to be a really, really big loss, unfortunately. I do think Polaris is probably a reasonable sub, maybe even better than Maximus. Genuinely, maybe better than Maximus. Keep it in mind. I will do, of course. Yeah, we'll do what we can. Of course, you're welcome to share decks in the Discord if you like. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have Absorbing Man. So, unfortunately, I won't be testing Absorbing Man just yet. Although I will look to in the future. This is a good Brood location. What am I doing? Get some sleep. I will be soon, I think. You can pretty much tell in my demeanor, my energy has come down a bit. I'm definitely starting to struggle a bit now. So we'll see how I do in the next like 10 minutes, but it's definitely starting to become a bit of a problem. How do you do that thing of seeing the pull 2 decks with 1 pull 3 card? So there's an article on the website that you can go and find that is called 76 decks for every pull 3 card. And they are all in there for every single pull 3 card. So big recommend going and checking that out. Understandable, Nasty. Understandable. Yeah, I do want to pick up Absorbing Man, but I want Valkyrie more. Valkyrie's pinned to my shop right now, and I will keep it there until I get it. Opponent does snap. I think we're probably supposed to be good here, so I'm going to stick around. Opponent with the Forge into Doctor Strange? Sure. Opponent seems to be making some very strange plays. So we are just going to snap back. Forge into Mysterio. Into Angela into Surfer. No worries, happy to help.
Okay.
We're doing our best to keep putting out good content over at Snapzone, so if you're ever not sure if we've done an article version of something, do let me know and I'll tell you. Wellington Dominigos, your name is incredible, and I'm sorry if I butchered it. Welcome to Marvel Snapzone. Happy to have you here, my friend. Alex, thank you for the brand new sub. Appreciate you too. Welcome to Marvel Snapzone. Even more subs coming in, guys. I can't tell you how much that means. Thank you so much. Fatal, welcome to Marvel Snapzone, my friend. Appreciate you. We've actually ended up at the end of the playlist.
He really grows on you, doesn't he?
More subs coming in. Sorry if I miss any names. I do apologise. Shadow, thank you very much. She-Hulk pinned to the shop. Very nice. She-Hulk's a sweet one. I've got She-Hulk, actually. So, big fan. I am probably running out Forge here, even though we don't have a great target for it right now. We would like to draw either Sinister or Brood. Project Pegasus. Okay. We draw Maximus. Interesting. So I think we are just chucking stats onto Bishop and Maximus mid here. Yeah, Davey, I agree. It's a really fun archetype. Been a big fan so far. Real question is how do you get more collector's tokens? Once you complete Series 3, you can open up to 400 in a cache. How does Storm work for you? You feel like you need 3 lanes. So far my thought process is Storm removes problematic locations, and I can either play a Mysterio or Mr. Sinister into there early, or I can follow it up with Brood immediately afterwards before it floods out. And that's kind of the thought process there. Yeah, it could definitely be a lot of bots based on the fact that everyone in my time zone should be in bed like normal, sane human beings. Opponent with the Iron Heart on their Wong, sure. We draw the Brood a little late. That's fine. I guess what we do is we go Killmonger to clear out the Nova. There's a lot of different ways of telling when it's a bot. It's not quite as simple as just being like, hey ho, this is bot. Can we beat Zola? I don't know if we can, unfortunately. I could definitely sit here and think and do the math, but I am far too tired for that. And so I am not going to, even though I definitely should. Let's figure out if we beat Zola. We don't have to beat Zola. We lose to Odin. I'm like 99% sure we lose to Odin. That is a large Black Panther. Oh, Odin definitely wins. As I just said, guys, I should almost certainly have retreated there, but brain is starting to fail. Cosmonaut, your best bet if you want that article exactly, if you just go to the 76 Decks article, you'll find Magneto tucked away in there. Will be the best way for you to find that stuff as opposed to trying to filter. Yeah, unsurprisingly, we should have run like hell there and did not. Okay, folks, I'll be completely honest with you. I was hoping to go a bit longer than 3 hours, but as you can probably tell, brain is shutting down and can't go any further. So let me know what you think with this really sweet different time zone stream. It's been very cool being up in the early hours to celebrate the release of a new car. This deck seems super sweet. It seems very cool, and I can't wait to stream with it again on Wednesday, which will be an awful lot of fun. So if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. It'll be a blast to have you back here for more streams in the future and all the video content, article content we put out. If you haven't been checking out the Marvel Snap Zone website, what are you doing? Do me a favor, get over there, check out all that fantastic stuff. But that is going to be all from me for tonight. So thank you very much for tuning in and hanging out. I really appreciate you all. I have been HowlingMines. You have been amazing. And I'll see you for some more content very, very soon. Take care and enjoy the rest of your night.